Sound check.
Hey, test 1, 2, 3. This is my normal volume that I talk at.
Hey, check. Thank you for having me. 1, 2. It's good to 3, 4 be here tonight.
Is that as loud as you talk, Jason?
Yes, I think that'll be about my normal talking temperature.
Okay. And what's your normal talking temperature?
Hey, I think about talking temperature. Talking temperature.
I was looking at the coffee,
I think that's
thinking about, is it
that's
cold
about-
yet? This is taking a while.
that's about what it is right
Been
there.
here
probably.
for 24 minutes already.
How's
oh my
that?
Goodness.
I want to get this on the other side, so it's like. Do I have to undo
Other
this?
side of
My
what?
wife is
Like, I wanna
home
put this
and
over
eager
here, so it's
for
turning
me
here
to
for
get
what?
back.
Why?
Yes,
What's her
I can just
problem?
turn it.
I don't know, but
Actually,
I
she's
think
got-
I'm the solution.
She acts like she has kids.
The kids are sleeping. That's not what I was getting at.
Yeah, I left Alyssa with Christian positively screaming his head off. I felt really.
Oh, really?
I felt a little bad.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad. It's
I do.
Father's Day.
You should get your own little, like,
Yeah, one thing we
Symbol
have to
that
talk
you
about
can
is you guys
swipe
have to tell me what to ask for Father's Day. I need to take advantage
yeah.
of this.
Yeah,
it's a bit.
we can talk about that during the podcast.
So far, what I've come up with is I don't want to get up with Christian on Father's Day evening.
Oh, that's it.
That's it for now. I think
That's
I can
good.
ask for more. But
Just as long as you don't mess with that.
You might be better off not having that all wrapped up precariously where it'll
Yeah.
fall off.
As long as you don't touch it no matter what.
not touching it.
All right. I think that looks pretty good.
All right.
Do you want to do this on the podcast with this?
Yeah.
I have to edit all that out.
What are we doing?
I don't promote alcohol on the podcast.
You don't know what it is.
Did you listen to my last episode?
Could be kombucha. Yeah, like halfway.
Uh,
You did the what are you drinking bit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Last one was
But the ad was for bottom shelf liquor.
Oh, I didn't get to that.
Last one was your start was episode 2.
Yeah.
I had so many
So
problems with that. I had so many problems with what Molly said.
Oh man.
Why?
I pretty much disagreed with everything.
You
almost
should
everything she
seriously
said.
you should talk about that on this podcast, right?
Sure.
I don't know.
I was
but
actually-
you should. So
I was kind of
don't-
glad for your sake I wasn't on because I was like every time she said something I wanted to be like, nope, you're wrong.
All right, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, you bring it up.
It's good to link your podcast
All right.
discussions.
Do you think I should look at the camera when I welcome?
No.
No.
They don't do
weird.
that in.
Kind of just ignore the camera. Does
Yeah.
Joe Rogan do that?
They're just like looking in.
He doesn't
on
look at
us.
the camera, right? It's just like someone like stop by with a camera. They're like, oh, I should film this. But we like kind of ignore them, right? Just like
yeah,
a person.
I think it's just like they're
Candid.
sitting in on it with
It's
us.
candid.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of
Oh.
usually when I watch people doing.
But if they weren't here, then we wouldn't be sitting in this awkward.
What do you
type of-
want to do? This is your podcast.
No,
we need
this
to
is
do
good.
it like the guy that's making millions of dollars off it. We need to imitate that.
We don't need to be like that guy.
This is just
No.
a visual accompaniment
Yeah.
to the
Right.
actual podcast.
Right.
So I feel like we
Yeah.
should
Okay.
just
Mike
do it
got
like
his
we
part cut in and everything for this.
Did he? Let me see.
I've had that.
Oh.
It's not.
Isn't like
terrible.
cut
I had
in.
mine too.
Isn't like cut in.
I want to let her go.
My hair
over-
is just like way too long. Does that look better if I do it like this?
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Now
Right.
you
It's
see.
good you're on the other side of the table.
Man,
Okay.
We're off the rails already.
Welcome to a Sorta Star Wars podcast, the podcast that is sorta about Star Wars and sorta about everything else. Today we have Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hey.
And Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hey,
Welcome again.
thank you.
So
Yeah.
you know if we have Mike and
And-
Jason. Oh,
And welcome to you, Ryit.
thank you.
Yes.
I
Well.
appreciate
Yes.
that.
That's the new bit now.
Yeah, everybody has to welcome
We have
me
to
onto my
welcome you.
podcast. So if we have Mike and Jason on, we're probably talking about dadding, which we are. Which we had a discussion earlier if dadding is a correct term.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard word
It's
to
our
say.
term.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Coin that.
coin it.
It's a trademark.
Dadding, TM, little TM
Trademark.
shorts.
Hashtag dadding.
I think we're the first ones to say it, though, probably.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
probably.
Instagram hashtag dadding. See what.
Okay.
See
Well,
what
while you
comes
do
up.
that, I'll introduce the show. Today we are focusing on fathers because we are fathers, and at the time of the recording, Father's Day is in the future, but at the time of the release, Father's Day is in the pasture. So
That's a good dad joke.
Oh yeah, I
So-
like that. All right,
So
good news.
I hope
It's-
that you guys had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, it was really a great Father's Day.
Perfect.
What were your findings there?
So it's only pictures of us on Instagram. When I
Really?
look up dating, yeah.
Oh my word.
25.9 thousand posts of us.
It's all us.
I find that hard to believe.
They heard it from us. That's why they're posting. That's
yeah.
why they're using
It's a trend.
it.
It's
Yeah.
trending.
You started that.
Yeah, dadding is trending.
It should be. It's Father's Day.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, it was last week,
Oh, yeah.
but it is
Wait,
this
are
coming
you-
weekend
You're releasing this after
Father's
Okay.
Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was
At time
on
of
Instagram.
recording, it is not Father's Day.
Right. This weekend is Father's Day, but if you're listening to it, it's last weekend.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we have some father stuff to talk about, but before we do that, we got some fan mail.
Oh yeah.
So this person wants our advice on this. Okay.
Ooh.
So I guess I'll just read the email, and then we can discuss it. Oh, I just got a notification. Time day. Oh, it's my Instagram story. Don't worry about that. Okay, so it is from. What should his name be?
It's a he.
It's a he.
Spicy day.
Spicy Day.
Spicy day.
What kind of name is
I
that?
don't know.
Sounds
All
like
right.
Spicy J.
Yeah,
What
very
happened to
similar to
him?
Spicy J. He kind of
I don't know,
him and his
I haven't heard from
fellow-
him lately.
employee.
No, customer. I think it was a customer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I remember that.
You're just such a fan of the podcast.
Yeah.
You remember Spicy J.
Right.
Anyways, so the title of Spicy Day's email, the subject line reads, "Watching TV with the love of your life." Okay.
Hmm.
So I was wondering if you could offer your insight on something for me. Do you know how sometimes it's hard to watch someone play a video game because you spend the whole time thinking, I would do this, or you shouldn't do that, or you're doing it wrong? Well, I was wondering if you have ever felt that way about watching a streaming service, or rather picking something to watch with someone, i.e. your spouse. I find that if I don't have the remote, I'm always thinking that they are scrolling too slow or too fast. I don't have the volume right, or they don't have the volume right, or like on YouTube TV, they don't fast forward through the commercials on something we have recorded. My wife and I are still fairly new to having internet and all the media content streaming capabilities, but I was wondering if I was not alone in this feeling. They say maybe Molly or Matt, aka Mulberry or Metallica, have an opinion on that, or even Columbia Drift King Jason and the mother father therapist Mike.
The mother father therapist. I love it.
MFT, mother father therapist.
Wow. I'm just baffled.
Send from my iPhone. Spicy Day.
I'm baffled they just got internet.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
impressive.
So they have YouTube TV.
right. So do
Swipe
you
up
have
to
YouTube TV?
No, I don't.
You have YouTube TV,
Yes.
and I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Is that different than YouTube Red? Because I always get
Yes.
advertisements for that.
YouTube TV is what it sounds like. It's TV from YouTube.
Well, before we dissect this,
Yeah.
should we pour the coffee?
Sure.
Yeah, we got a French press, Ethiopian blend.
Ethiopian. I thought it was Arabican.
Oh yeah, Aladdin himself picked this coffee.
So I was told all coffee we drink now is Arabic,
Right,
and
Arabic.
except some espressos, but they have like the other kind. I forget what it is, but it has like a rubbery flavor to it. Doesn't sound too nice.
I'm sure that's gonna turn out really nice. You leaning back pouring coffee in front of the mic. We're gonna be able to hear you so well. I don't know. I don't know much about coffee, other than this is Wegmans brand.
It is quality.
Yeah,
Wegmans is good.
Good
for
quality.
$6 a container, you can't go wrong.
So how do you like your coffee?
Like I like my. I'm black.
Did I tell you?
You were gonna, I thought you were gonna set me up for a joke, but I didn't want to say. I didn't want to offend people.
Did I tell you? Oh man, I shouldn't talk about this. I got called into HR for making that joke at work.
Oh, which one?
The "How do you like your coffee" joke.
Yeah. What joke did you make though? I can cut it out.
I just
Well, no, I don't want to cut it out. You tell us after. We don't need too racy of a show here.
yeah, right,
This is
Yeah.
PG.
They're gonna kick us off the air.
right.
AM 1824. That's the station.
Anchor's gonna be like, no more cents for you. No more.
Demonetized.
Yeah, you're gonna be demonetized.
So what do we think about Spicy Day? Do you guys have this problem? Well, let's say when you're watching TV, who's in control of the remote? Is it you or your spouse, or it's 50-50?
Always me.
I feel like it's me most of the time.
Because you like to be in control.
I don't know. I don't think my wife cares.
Yeah, for me, it's a volume thing.
Mm.
Like if it's, I guess I'm picky about the volume, but if it's too loud, it bothers me, and if I can't hear it, it bothers me. So we often actually watch with subtitles too, just so
Yeah, that's what we do.
I can read.
Especially when
and
the kids
listen.
are in bed.
Yeah, kids.
You just
The kid on my
Oh,
part.
you had an announcement.
No. Nope. Still just one. He's still rather
That was
young.
really quick.
it's like when
Yeah.
chilled and then in parentheses Ren are in bed. That's how you
Oh,
can do
right.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Chilled
Yeah.
Ren.
Don't want to risk waking the baby up
Good
with your
dad joke.
loud music
Thank you.
or loud
Yeah, no,
TV
exactly.
volume.
Yeah, well, our TV is like, it's on the wall, and then on the other side of the wall is a closet, and then the closet is in our kids' room. Kid, parenthesis, S, parenthesis, room.
Right. Right.
And we just figured, they can't hear that. Well, one night, Rylan came out, and she's like, "What are you guys watching? It's so loud." Okay, sorry. So, yeah, we should
There's
probably
some
turn it
rated
down.
R movie where there's dropping the
Cursing.
F-bomb all over the
Yeah.
place.
She's just randomly dropping the F-bomb in
Yeah.
everyday life now.
What's this word mean?
We watched The Departed on full volume.
Doing the
Yeah.
Boston accent too.
She just comes out one morning with a Boston accent saying the F word.
How did she learn that?
She learned that from me.
You all right, Mike?
Mike,
Oh, we're losing Mike.
Mike.
Mike, should we? Come on, let it out.
This is great.
Don't cough into the mic. Do not cough into the.
Dude, we're getting views like crazy. I'm gonna name
Wrong hole. Wrong hole.
wrong. Yeah, went down your Sunday pipe.
Yep.
The what?
I'm
Sunday
good.
pipe.
What?
Sunday pipe.
That's what someone said one time.
Sounds like one of your dad's jokes.
I think he's the one that said it.
I made the mistake of taking a sip of coffee before you said that. It's a bad choice. I'm totally
If I put
ruining
this-
our video
If I
here.
put this on YouTube, it can just be "Man dies of asphyxiation during podcast."
In all caps. Some clickbait
No, it has
going
to.
on.
Yeah, clickbait would be like, "You won't believe what happened to this guy during a podcast."
And they show your face like about to hack.
Yeah.
Zoom in on my face the whole time. Oh man, we're good. Sorry.
All right, so yeah, I would say most of the time, no, I say it's 50-50 with me with the remote. Mel has it
Does it
just
like
as much as
whoever picked
it's
the
kinda,
show?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, since the kids sometimes have the remotes, you never know where it's going to be. So it's basically like we sit down to watch TV and we're like, okay, where's the remote? And then we both get up, and then whoever finds the remote is basically the person that gets to keep the remote.
There's also.
Huh.
I
It's like
find.
It's like an Easter egg hunt,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
except no candy.
But there's a remote.
But there's a TV show, which is just as good.
Once we pick a show and start it, I have very little interaction with the remote beyond that.
Yeah.
Other than
same.
like getting up to get a snack or go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah,
So I'm not like, it's not quite. What did Spicy Day refer it to as being similar to? Sorry, I forget the.
like when you're watching a video game.
Oh,
and
a
people
video
are doing
game.
things that
Yeah,
you
because
don't
that's
want them to do.
constantly interactive and decision making.
Right.
Oh, what about when you're watching the Black Mirror Bandersnatch?
Well,
Did that drive you nuts?
I would my wife
It
would
drove-
never watch that. Under
Yeah, I
any
mean, me
circumstances.
and Mel didn't watch it together. I feel like that would be like you almost have to watch it by yourself.
Yeah,
because
that would be hard.
you and another person wouldn't agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel doesn't like Black Mirror. Creeps her out.
Did you watch the new episode?
I need to watch new episodes.
We watched one.
The one with Miley Cyrus.
No, that's the
What?
third
Miley
one.
Cyrus is in it?
Yeah, they have big names in it.
Spoiler alert.
The one Marvel guy's in there.
Yeah.
What? I didn't see them yet. Don't spoil it.
Which one Marvel?
No,
guy?
the Miley Cyrus
Falcon.
was a spoiler.
I think he's in one.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Falcon.
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 Yeah, that's a weird one. I think, yeah. Anyway, I'll let you. They're all weird, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's the point of them. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like back in the day, maybe, like when you're like had like we don't have cable. I feel like if you had cable and you were watching someone scroll through and you like wanted to watch something, they just keep on scrolling, you'd be like, what the frick? But
Oh, right.
you know what I mean? If they're
Oh, man, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I always experience that, like, if you're at, like, a hotel or something,
right.
cable,
right,
where you, like, have to flip through the channels, and, like, when it's a slow one where it's, like, every channel takes 2 seconds to show up, you're like, there's 300
just
channels.
Go to the guide and just go through the guide.
Yeah, but you got to know what channel the guide's on, so you got to keep flipping until you find it.
and then once you're on the guide, you
Right?
can still scroll through.
Usually there's a
and,
button.
and I still feel like you're like, oh, I want to watch that, and they just keep scrolling through that
Yeah.
on the guide. You know what I mean? They don't care.
And there's always, like 900 channels, and 700 of them you can't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we get like
Cable.
partway through a movie or something that we record on YouTube TV. We get like halfway through, and then we're like, oh yeah, we can fast forward through these commercials. Because like
Some you can, some you can't.
yeah, some, but those ads are
most of
usually
them you can.
shorter.
Yeah.
The ones that you can't skip through.
I don't know. I never had this issue. I don't think we watch much like live TV unless it's
Right.
sports. And usually that's me. Les usually isn't doing that. And if we're watching something streaming, it's like Netflix, and before we turn on, we decided what
Right.
we're gonna do.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes half an hour to decide which movie or show we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
But lately we've been watching Parenthood, but lately we've been trying other shows to like mix in because Parenthood's kind of heavy and it's an hour long.
Oh yeah.
But we tried a couple and they aren't working. So we're just Parenthood. So you turn on, kids go to sleep, turn on Netflix, watch Parenthood for
There's like
2 hours.
2 or 3 or 4 good shows that Liz and I really really like on Netflix, and once you're done with them,
those, yeah.
then you have to wait a whole year for the new season.
The 100.
Anyways, yeah, I
No.
need to catch up on that. Molly was telling me that it's really good now. So
Is there a new season out?
I don't know.
I finished
never got
season.
into that
She
one.
said, "Are you caught up on the 100?" I don't know. I don't think
Oh,
I haven't watched
you
most
should.
of season 5.
Oh,
So,
yeah, you got a few to go.
yeah.
Good show.
So Spicy Day, I would say that we kind of
We feel you.
We feel you.
feel that.
Did he want
But
a
the
question
trick is,
answered?
I think the trick is, like my kids do, you just hide the remote, and then you just grab the remote. You're like, oh, where's the remote? And then you act like you're looking for it, and then you find it.
Oh, here
and
it is.
Blame it on your kids. Oh, the kids put it in the toilet again.
So, do you ever play video games with your kids around?
Me?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I don't have
So
any.
He's not
they
old enough to
always
know
want
anything
to
yet.
play and grab with the remote, so I have a dummy remote, or not remote, controller.
Oh, smart.
Yeah,
That's
so,
like
and
not
then,
turned on.
So they don't realize it, and they think they're playing. I keep my controller under a blanket, and I play with the controller hidden.
That's perfect.
Dad hack. So,
Don't-
and now we have that with the remote too, because the old TV, the remote looks identical.
Uh,
Sort of annoying though, because you always grab it and be like, why won't the TV turn on?
That's the wrong one. You should just
Wrong
label
one.
it. Kids.
Yeah.
They would figure that out. Maybe. Anyhow,
Anyway, thanks, Spicy Day, for writing in.
yeah.
Hopefully that was helpful and informative.
we like getting mail.
We sure do.
We do.
So I think we'll cruise on over to our Father's Day section of this episode. But before we do that, let's have a word from our sponsor. This is the sponsor section.
When do you want to break this out?
What is that?
This is God's
It's
water.
like illicit drugs.
Lots happening upstairs. Here, kids.
They finally broken free of the
Of the
of the
trance.
of the
Did you
trance.
see my snap?
No, I didn't see it. Let
It's
me look
pretty
at
good. It's pretty much my
The
exact
listeners-
experience
I know.
too.
Mike described
Exhaust
the
hangers?
exact thing. Oh, you just got my exhaust hanger one.
They love the TV.
Shout out Joel Peischer, always trying to be on this dadding podcast.
Yeah,
every time.
what happened? Did he comment on Facebook?
No, he sent me a snap, said TFTI.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I think the listeners are probably back from the ad now.
Commercial's over.
Commercial.
And we're back.
We are back. So, we're going to get our father thing. I didn't finish my coffee yet, so we'll break out that other stuff
In a bit.
you brought a little later.
Okay.
So in preparation for Father's Day and the Father's Day podcast, I had suggested 5 questions for you guys to consider. Did you consider those questions?
I considered them.
I considered them.
Okay, good. So we can just
That's
kind of.
what you asked us to do. Consider them.
So let's kind of just look at each one. What are your expectations for Father's Day? Like when you go into it, are you thinking like what do you expect when it's Father's Day? I mean, it's always on a Sunday, so you don't have to go to work or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up and what do you think is going to happen?
I feel like this depends on where you're at in your fatherhood journey. So for me, this is my first Father's Day. Christian's only like 5.5 months old, so he doesn't know anything. So I'm not going to get anything from him. So I don't
terrible
expect that.
5-month-and-a-half-olds. That's what they say.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they say. So I don't expect anything from him. So I guess that's just with Alyssa. Only thing I'm asking for right now is that I don't have to get up and put Christian's Nook back in the night when he wakes up on Father's Day evening.
So does that start Saturday night or does that start
Saturday night.
Sunday night?
Saturday night.
So Sunday night you're up for getting up.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, Saturday night
Or is it
into
only
Father's Day.
Yeah.
midnight to midnight?
Right.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's only midnight to
Yeah,
midnight.
should we
And we'll be
midnight to
away with
midnight.
you this weekend, so
Yeah, we will.
You get to see how that goes.
Yeah, we're not even going to be home on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Where are you
I did
going?
this- Yeah.
To the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Father's Day weekend.
Your
mountains.
favorite place to be with the kids.
We might have a lot of dadding to talk about after that.
I know.
It's our first trip away with Christian.
Are you going to kid swap?
Yeah.
Do you remember those shows?
That'd
What?
be a little
Wanna see the wife
one-sided.
swap?
Wife swap?
Yeah,
It'd be a little unfair. Right? 4 for 1. You do that in a heartbeat.
That seems like a good deal.
Yeah. Seems like a less good deal on my end.
It'd be good for you, though.
Yeah.
But you still wouldn't have to get up in the middle of the night.
I won't have to one night.
Yeah.
We'll see. Alyssa asked for the same thing on Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And he either slept through the night or he only got up once.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had it super easy.
Nice.
So we'll see how it goes. Is it bad I'm hoping for a terrible night?
Really?
not-
oh,
I'm
so
not,
you
I'm
feel
just
like you're
kidding.
getting your money's worth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just
Like
kidding.
you get up just to like
I hope she doesn't have
pinch
to
him
get
or
up at
something
all.
and then go back to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well, it
terrible.
would be such a bummer if that was the deal and he slept through the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great though. I'm just kidding, Alyssa. You know you're listening. Yeah. I hope he sleeps through the night, but if he doesn't, I don't have to worry about it, and that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your expectations, Jason?
Well, I think
Based on your previous
Yeah.
history.
I kind of view it sort of as our other holidays, like Labor Day. Everybody gets off and we don't have to work.
Right.
So Father's Day, kids out of the house and have the whole day to myself.
Is that what you hope, or
No.
that's what's going to happen?
No, I'm kidding. That's probably not what's going to happen.
Yeah, but there's other weekends you get, like when you get Labor Day or Memorial Day, you get an extra day at least.
Right.
Father's Day, you don't get an extra day. It's just a day built into your already too short of weekend.
Yeah, no,
so you
I
really have to make it worth it.
Yeah.
do you?
I feel like we should work together since we're away this weekend.
Yeah. Maybe
should-
we get up early and just leave.
Just be gone in the morning.
I was thinking
Well-
we just send our wives and the kids away, and we just
Oh.
get the whole cabin to ourselves, and
That
we
would be
can
nice.
read. I'll bring my Xbox. We can play some Battlefront.
Nice.
Man,
And we just
I was just kidding, guys.
chill.
They have a Sega Genesis there.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, we play
Yeah.
Sonic.
Oh, man.
Even better.
I'm Sonic. You can be Tails.
Oh.
So if you guys get rid of all the kids, I'll make the trip up too.
Okay, perfect. It'll be like a work
Sweet.
It's be
weekend.
an awesome. No. That is a different weekend.
Okay, we have to reserve that weekend
Yeah.
It'll be
separate.
mini men's
That
retreat.
one is different.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a normal day. Like I
Yeah.
expect okay,
Exactly.
tomorrow's gonna be good. You know, when I'm like the night before, I'm like, you know, Mel like tries to make it like, you know, do something special or whatever. But then the kids are always just the same. Like they don't know it's Father's
Yeah.
Day. Like I mean they do know, but they don't know to act differently or
right.
do whatever and
And you remind them, but you know,
it's Father's Day. Be nice to
You're
me.
supposed to listen.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that worked?
What's the age
We'd
where
have
like
so
that
many
where
holidays.
they actually start remembering Father's Day, or like will
Or
do
the age that
things?
they actually care about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like middle school, maybe.
Yeah.
I've got a ways to go then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that they. I feel like at that point, then they start to like not care that it's Father's Day. Like now, like kids are like excited for Father's Day, but then
Okay.
like 10 minutes later, they're like screaming at each other about
Yeah.
watching Robo-Poly or something.
Oh my word.
Jason loves Robo-Poly.
Oh man. I've kept them away for a while, so yep, that's a show.
So do you guys get like cards and stuff for Father's Day? Do your kids make like a cute little drawing or something like that? It says like me and daddy equals love or something like that. I feel like Rylan would do
yeah,
something
I'm
like
sure
that.
that Rylan and maybe Denver might fold a piece of paper, but
I actually
but
got
I
one.
like request not to get cards for like things. I feel like it's such a waste.
Yeah,
Oh, like
you
purchased-
read them and say that's
purchased
nice,
cards?
and then they're gone.
What's that? Like like a bought
Yeah.
cards.
Right.
Yeah,
I
like what a
agree.
waste of money, right?
Seriously, just write it on a dollar bill and hand it to me.
Just put
Well,
a
there's
dollar.
two different types of cards though. There's like people who like actually write in the cards and like,
But
and then there's people who have the card what it says and then just sign the name at the bottom.
Yeah, or just like underline maybe a section of the card. Like,
yeah. For
And-
emphasis.
I read this card and liked these words.
Yeah, yeah.
they have a box of 100 of the same card,
Right,
so they
right,
pull it out
yeah.
for the event.
On the front it says like thinking of you, but they cross it out and they wrote happy birthday.
Right, right.
Thinking
then-
of you on your birthday.
So, that's funny. So that reminds. So, there's a bunch of youth at our church that just graduated, and we went to some of their graduation parties. Shout out to. Can I say names on here? Is that cool?
Mm,
I'm gonna have to bleep it.
we'll blur it out.
Anyways, we went to one of them, and we didn't have a card, and all this had was a thank you card.
Oh yeah,
So it just said thank you for being awesome,
nice.
and then wrote a message on the inside.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
nailed it.
Well, there's also two kinds of people that receive cards. There's people that just throw them away, and then people that put them in their
Keep 'em
attic
forever,
forever
yeah.
and never look at them again.
Yeah, like
yeah.
we still have our wedding cards. Like why?
Yeah, you're never gonna
My only hope is that I go through them and maybe I missed a check or something.
find some money. Yes. Boy, can you imagine that if you gave a gift to somebody and then it gets cashed like 10 years later? Like, dang it!
Yeah.
throws a wrench in your financials.
I had my checkbook balanced for 10 years. Finally,
We're like, okay, we got $6 in our account. We can't spend any money. What? What's this check for $150? Oh, Ryan and Mel finally cashed their wedding check.
should have balanced that checkbook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have
So
you
you
ever-
don't. So you don't like cards for Father's Day or,
Or
really
anything.
any day.
I don't even like giving cards to
No,
people.
I'm the same way.
Because like,
Yeah, no,
I
I
feel
agree.
like you really just
They just
keep
get
it. You
thrown
keep
out.
it for a couple days and you throw it away.
And I come from a family of like thank you card givers. Like where everything I get a thank you card in the mail. I'm like, I'm completely fine if you just come up and say thank you to me.
Right.
That's,
Or like,
I
as
agree
I
with
hand
like,
it to
you had
you,
to pay for that
just
stamp.
say thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good with that. But
And
Yeah.
people have to be very specific. Like, I mean, you like go to or like showers or whatever, and people are like, okay, write down what did you
Right.
get?
right.
You write down every single thing, and then you get a thank you letter that says, "Thank you for the
Such,
da da da
yeah.
da 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 da."
Mhm.
Like, I already know what I gave you. You don't have to say.
The worst part about getting a thank you card is then you're like, oh crap,
Do I have
I
to
need
send
to
them
send
a
one back.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
for that.
What
thank
did
you
they
card.
get me?
That was bad.
Trying to remember what they got you.
Thank
Thank you for the
thanking me.
bifold piece of cardboard that said "thank you" on it.
Yeah, I'm similar though. I'm not a card fan because it definitely seems like a waste of money to me. But I'm like, I think that is probably my one expectation of Father's Day, is that my wife doesn't spend very much money on me.
Mm.
So like, I'd probably be disappointed if she made some huge purchase for Father's Day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was expecting a new iPad.
Oh really?
No, I'm
Oh
kidding.
man.
I was
Nah.
expecting a bouquet of iPhones.
Yeah.
Assortment.
I don't know. I think it's different. At least for me, it's like at this point in my life, most things that I want, I will just buy.
Oh. Well, when you're an engineer, I guess you can do that. If I wanted, I'd just buy it.
And the only thing I want is for my wife to be happy.
Oh, you can't buy that.
So I don't spend any money.
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know where
often.
I was going with that, but you hijacked that thought from
Yeah.
my mind.
You're welcome. We got something happening here.
Start over.
Yeah, we'll start over. Didn't get any of that. Okay, here's the next question. Next thought nugget here. Once you become a father, is Father's Day about you or your dad? It can't be about both. That's
not?
That's not an option.
Oh, it's not
That
an
wasn't
option.
one of the
It's-
choices.
Because you have to focus on one or the other.
I don't like this binary system that you're putting me in.
Do you receive things or do you give things? I think about this.
I don't know.
I
feel
mean,
like yeah. Well, for me, it's my first one, so I feel like it is
It's all
more
about you.
me.
yeah.
It's the first one.
So,
Yeah,
from
and-
a
Yeah.
mother effing counselor perspective,
Mother, father.
mother, father,
Yeah.
counselor,
It is really marriage
Therapist.
and family therapist. Just
therapist.
Yeah. Marriage and family.
Is that the? I don't know.
therapist.
I'm torn on this because it doesn't matter to me very much, and I don't think it matters to my dad. But this was definitely a topic during Mother's Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's usually when I actually think
Yeah.
about it. Well, I think I only think about it then because I'm the one that has to like choose. Like, okay, do I like my wife is not my mother, but she is the mother of my children,
right.
so I feel like I should do things special for her that day. But
So you don't use the excuse like, well, "You're not my mom.
you're not my mom. You'll never be my mom.
Why would I have gotten you something? You're not my mom."
Exactly.
That's right. That is.
Ask
really,
the kids what they got you.
Oh, they forgot. Well, too bad.
Yeah. So
It's different on Mother's Day. I think you're right.
yeah.
Seems different.
And I think overall Mother's Day is just, and our next question is here, are the different expectations for Father's Day and Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's just, Mother's Day I feel like is more celebrated than Father's Day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a bigger deal.
Yeah.
In my house, it is.
Yeah.
And growing up, it was.
Yeah.
And
I
I
think
don't.
we can hear above here why it is.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
and
down here
actually,
podcasting. Mel's upstairs, like wrangling the kids. We
A
can
lot
hear
of
it.
that, I think a lot of
Yeah.
that, that's what it has to do with, because, you know, our wives, well, at least ours are at home
No, mine's not.
all week. So maybe this is different for you,
This is it might be.
because you spend almost an equal amount of time probably.
Well, Mother's Day was
Yeah.
only a month ago. What did you do on Mother's Day? Did you do something for
What did the
Alyssa or
thing-
for your?
for Alyssa. Yeah, I feel like that's like the first priority. Like
Yeah.
once your wife is a mother, that's like your first priority.
And
And I wish my mom a happy Mother's Day, and you know,
You don't like shun her.
I didn't, I didn't like ignore her, you know. But Alyssa was like, we were actually, I think it rained on Mother's Day, but our plan was like, we were planning to like get out and go on hikes and stuff because that's what Alyssa wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think I saw my mom that day. I saw her at church, but not other than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of where we're at too for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll get my mom a folded piece of cardboard. Maybe I'll just have the kids make them one.
yeah,
And then
and you sign it.
and then she maybe like get her favorite candy or something, something or
Mhm.
flowers or something like that. But we don't like spend all day there and like throw a big party and have
Yeah.
cake.
No.
Yeah, we usually, at least for Mother's Day, on Saturday or Monday, go and take them something. So
Yeah.
because that
Actually,
makes a
yeah.
super busy.
But will you do
and
that
not
too?
Fun Sunday
Yeah.
for your wife, or I guess we're supposed to be talking about fathers here. But
Yeah.
I could
I was gonna ask, are you gonna do that for your parents on Father's Day? Are you gonna go visit your dad on Father's Day?
maybe,
Or it's just like if
and
I
maybe,
see him, I'll say hi. But if I don't see him,
but maybe he'll be visiting
just
his
text him.
father. So
yeah, exactly.
I really don't think my dad would care if
Yeah.
we didn't show up.
Yeah, I think if I like we'll be gone on Father's Day. Usually I see him,
Yeah.
at church or something on Father's Day. But if we're gone, I guess
I'll
I'll probably call him.
I'll send him a snap, probably.
Oh yeah,
In all seriousness, I probably will. My dad is on Snapchat.
I'll at my dad on Twitter.
There you go. He's not on Twitter, is he?
He'll never know. I think he is. He's still an egg, I think, on Twitter.
Oh, is he an egg?
I think he's still an egg.
Is he a bot?
Yeah.
He got hacked by the Russians.
It's like
he doesn't know it.
Bot,
It's like
bot.
at and then like 14 different numbers.
Yeah,
and letters.
yeah.
Like you get those notifications on your phone. It's like your friend is on Twitter as and then at and then some like random selection of numbers. And
How does that happen?
I don't think it's actually them.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
So we just knocked 2 out there,
Two.
huh?
Two
Yeah.
of them out.
Wow. What did we skim over the first part of that though?
Yeah, the is Father's Day more about you
Yeah.
or your dad?
Boy,
And
I think this year it's me. That sounds
Yeah.
super selfish, but
I'll support you in that.
because this
Yeah.
is my first one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
Yeah,
I
Father's
can
Day
kind
is
of
just more
feel
chill.
I still think I can pick both though.
you do have
Even
some
though you said I can't.
expectations.
What?
I feel you do have some expectations for this. Going
For
into
it.
this, are you excited for it?
Like
or
during
is
the
it
day,
like
are you
a-
thinking, "Oh, I wonder if she's gonna make me breakfast, like a special breakfast, of
Breakfast in
bacon,
bed.
bacon, bacon, bacon."
like
bacon.
if you woke
Yeah.
up and she handed you a card and gave you a hug, and then the day ended up like any other day?
I think I'd be fine with that.
Oh, really? All right.
I mean, I already established the whole getting it with Christian thing.
Yeah,
That's,
I guess we have to be careful because this will come out after.
yeah.
So good
I'm not-
answer,
I'm not-
Mike.
I'm not
Good
expecting that.
answer.
I'm not expecting her to do that. We're gonna be on vacation, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know what they say? Happiness is reality minus expectations.
I don't even know how to comprehend that.
Boom, mind blown. Yeah.
You have to be an engineer to understand that one.
Yeah, I learned that at college.
Oh man, no wonder I don't get it.
Wait, so is Mel gonna do anything for you? Are you expecting anything?
I don't necessarily expect something other than maybe I get to pick where we go out to eat or something, or she makes one of my favorite meals.
Cool.
Which
Other than
would be
What would she make that would be one of my favorite meals?
yeah.
There's this grilled chicken that she makes that I really like. It's basically like chicken barbecue chicken, but she makes it with just the thighs and the legs.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
thighs.
I know you're a leg guy.
Those thighs.
You set yourself up.
Mm.
I was gonna let that slide.
Don't let it slide. Never let it slide. Yeah, or we go
Yeah.
like to Red Robin or something. But
Oh, Red Robin.
even now, going out to eat with 4 kids is like, I'm like, this is not a treat.
So, I
But
here's
I was
here's
gonna say,
what I
but
could
this
do.
year, this year, she told me she was like really excited because she told me that she got me something super special for Father's Day.
Ooh,
Oh
So
man,
intrigue.
I didn't ask for anything.
that's
but
risky.
Yeah,
That could
Like,
be
she's
anything.
really hyping it up.
Yeah,
so.
hyping that up.
Better be good.
It's a lot of.
I guess I'll be there to see.
expectations She's putting in place.
yeah, yeah.
Whatever this
I just
thing
got
is.
it here in the mail today, so she's gonna bring it on
Oh,
over the weekend.
nice. I was just thinking though, I could do both of these things if I was here for Father's Day this year. It's the cat.
Oh, it's the cat
Full
coming down.
circle.
Oh,
Sorry. Do you know where Denver's water bottle is?
No. Maggie's was on the counter. I saw.
I was just gonna say, my dad loves being with my son, with Christian.
Okay.
So, if I was around for Father's Day, I could say, "Hey, Dad, you have the day with Christian.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,"
Yeah, that'd be
and then
perfect.
have the day to myself.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to me. Boom.
Well,
Problem solved.
wouldn't you feel kind of bad about celebrating Father's Day without the child that made you a father?
You don't know anything. It's like he's gonna grow up and he's like, his wedding day. He's like, "Dad, remember that Father's Day when I was 5 months old? You didn't spend it with me."
He's gonna say every Father's Day I had to go to Grandpa's house and you never spent time with me.
Maybe like,
28
it's
years
gonna
I
be
went to
cats
Grandma.
in the cradle all over again. Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, I'm kidding. I probably wouldn't do that. But
I would.
My dad does love being a
I would in
Christian.
an instant.
It's kind of adorable.
If it seemed like he would enjoy it, like you said, Christian will enjoy whoever he's with,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. How do you feel about pawning your kids off on Father's Day, Jason?
I don't know. That's a weird one. It's that's why I tried to make the joke about Labor Day, because on Labor Day we don't work.
Right.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of. I mean, parenting is hard work, but I don't know if you're. It's like a break from the hard work. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm not gonna have free time. It might be nice to have like a little, like maybe a nap time or something, right?
Do a
Yeah.
couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a couple.
Just some zombie shooting hours in the evening or whatever.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So that is something you expect on Father's Day.
No, I don't. No, if it happens, that's fine. If not, I don't know. It's
Mm-hmm.
low. No, I don't even have low expectations. I'm just whatever. I'm looking
You're
forward
just
to
along for
finding
the
out.
ride.
Yeah, I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
There will be no disappointment.
So that sort of leads into our next thought here. What would be the ideal or perfect Father's Day?
You're saying if we could like ask for anything we wanted or get anything that we
Just how would the day go exactly? Like I'll start with how I wrote it down, and you can kind of get the gist from what I had here. So, and I went through like starts off like this, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But you don't have to if there's anyways. So basically, I said sleeping in, and then something and bacon for breakfast. Bacon has to be included
Bacon
in
must
breakfast.
be
Yeah.
included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is dangerous because our wives are gonna be listening to this afterwards and be like, "Oh, I didn't get him bacon
Oh,
for
I forgot
breakfast."
the bacon.
He acted like he was happy, but he was actually really upset. And then I made a note there. Maybe I don't have to tell the kids more than 5 times to eat their food during breakfast.
Yeah.
That would be like I'm not expecting to not have kids there or them to be silent.
Mm-hmm.
I originally wrote and kids silently eat their food. But I was like, wow, that's
Do your kids not finish their
is that
bacon?
like ideal? That feels bad. No, they'll finish the bacon. They just won't. I mean, their eggs will be like ice cold, and they won't finish their something. You
Right.
know? Like they'll say, I want ketchup on my potatoes. Then you put ketchup on there. Like I changed my mind. Like okay, well they have ketchup on them now. Just deal with it.
Yeah.
Eat your food. And then some sort of cheeseburger and beer combination for lunch.
Ooh.
Maybe
So, Fuddruckers.
yeah, maybe without kids. That would be nice to have a meal at some point during the day without kids.
Mm-hmm.
Nap in the afternoon, pizza and Star Wars in the evening, and then kids in bed by like 6:30.
So you can have some free time with Mel.
Yeah, to play board games. I have board games.
Is that
there.
what they're calling it these days?
Board games.
And a ginormous bowl of ice cream, and then maybe Harry Potter till I fall asleep.
Oh man.
See if I can get a couple more pages.
Well thought out.
That would be
You're
perfect.
still stuck in the middle of Goblet of Fire.
I'm still stuck exactly where I was last time.
Are you?
The,
This is a reoccurring thing on this podcast.
the book is now pushed so far behind the chair that I can't even reach it from my chair. So it's not even like I'll read my book because I can't even reach it now.
Oh man,
So I just have to.
pretty good.
I'd have to buy a new book because I can't reach the old one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be like an ideal day.
That would be a nice day.
that would be a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying, yeah. Do you want to go ahead, Jason? I need to.
Well, I don't
Think
know
a
if you
little
picked this up yet, but I really just don't care that much about Father's Day. So like, I don't know. If there was a way to make it happen, maybe a time period where the kids just listened really well. That would be really nice. But I don't know if I could maybe not do any dishes or chores on that day.
Yeah.
But even that, sometimes I don't know. I'm fine doing that stuff. I'm
Sometimes
bored.
if you do the dishes,
I don't
that's
wanna be-
like 45 minutes away from the kids.
Yeah, free.
If you
yeah.
do them pretty slow.
Sorry, my hands are wet. Can't pick up the
Ask
baby.
your mom. That's bad. On
Yeah,
Father's
bad.
Day, can't believe
No.
you'd abandon your children like that.
I wouldn't. I'll let my wife do the dishes so I can play with them and
Yeah,
be with them.
that's good.
We have a dishwasher, so
Mm.
Her name is Shannon.
yeah.
Oh, burned.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
She just had a rough week of washing dishes because our water heater went out.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I saw
replace
that.
Yeah.
So she had to wash all her dishes because
How
there's
was-
only a hot water line running to our dishwasher. I think they're all like that, but it wouldn't. We're like, yeah, it wouldn't run.
How was it carrying that water heater down those steps?
They're very bulky, not super heavy, but Shannon was a champ. She
Shout
she,
out to
took the
Shenanigans.
bottom and did great.
I was
No,
okay.
we carried it.
it.
No, we carried it the whole way in, and no, I mean it was even a struggle for me, and she did it. So she's been
Yeah.
working out though. So that's good. It's good
So,
to not have to
At the
call
Nook,
like a neighbor or
swipe
something.
up to get a membership at
That's
the Nook.
right. You guys are at the Nook.
Spooky nuke.
Spooky Nook Sports and Daycare.
That's right.
This is crazy.
So I'm getting so buff.
Large and in charge, man.
Swole.
Yeah.
Soon that shirt's not gonna fit anymore.
Well, it's just looking better and better. Have to cut the armholes out on it
Nice.
soon.
Like the whole way down.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
how come you're not carrying a jug
You
of
won't even have
water
to
around?
cut it. You'll just have to
Like
flex
colored water. Yeah.
flex your muscles, and it'll just become that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Some sort of like floating things in your water.
I'm always amazed at the gear people wear. It's
Yeah.
definitely like a giant armhole thing.
Right.
But-
Yeah.
You, like,
Got
check
a
out
range
your
of, you got a
side
range of
boob.
motion.
Right. Side pack.
Oh, side pack. Yeah.
Side pack.
A
Yeah.
range of motion. Yeah.
Don't
wear,
let your
like-
shirt inhibit your motion.
I really like Goodwill find like athletic wear that have like college names, and people will be like, "Oh, you went there?" I'm like, "No, I didn't."
I went to Goodwill.
Anyhow, what were we talking about?
Mike
Ideal
was about
Father's
to
Day.
say his perfect
Oh.
Father's Day.
Yeah. So
Father's Day.
sleeping in is good. I would do that. I wouldn't need to have breakfast in bed or anything like that. But sleeping
bacon.
bacon would be great. Yeah. Love that. Is this an inside joke people
I think
get?
I have bacon
Have we,
every
like,
single
fully-
Sunday.
Have we fully explained this?
People don't understand that
You
Mike
keep-
loves
you-
bacon.
I don't feel like I'm that out of the ordinary here.
No, everybody loves bacon.
Everyone loves bacon.
Do you not have it very often?
Okay,
have it
so I guess
enough.
we have to tell the story.
Yeah, you have to tell this
so
story.
we had this like sleepover,
Back
like
in
a
youth group.
middle school boys sleepover at Dave and Deb's house.
Mm.
And in the morning, of course,
Dave
they-
and Deb were our youth
Oh.
leaders at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah.
I was at their like old house.
Yeah.
The farmhouse.
The farmhouse.
When you had like
Yep.
a snowball fight outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played,
Okay.
played capture the flag.
Right. So in the morning,
Yeah.
they made breakfast, and there was a plate of bacon. And apparently Mike grabbed a lot of. I don't remember it, but apparently Deb says
Deb says this.
Deb says Mike grabbed like more bacon than he should have, and she told him not to or put it back or whatever. And he just
No, I
said,
don't think she said not to. I think she said that's like comment on the,
"Oh, that's
the
a
amount
lot of
bacon.
bacon."
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And Mike said, "I love bacon." Like it wasn't
Still
like,
true to this
"Oops,
day.
I'll put one back here." But There's always those
yeah.
people
Just a
who,
sixth
like-
grade kid who loved bacon.
Mike was,
they
Mike
like
was-
go through a buffet line. They don't understand it. Like, okay, these 8 people need to share this plate of bacon.
the crab legs.
Is that what it
Same
is?
deal.
By the time you get
Oh,
up there,
yeah.
they're gone.
As soon as they come out, somebody goes up and takes all of them. Like,
Yeah.
It's a little different than
Really?
a buffet though, because
Well, I'm thinking of like,
Yeah.
yeah, other events where you're like, where there's a limited amount of food. Like sometimes we get food at work. Someone will bring in like 8 pizzas, and we have 25 people.
Yeah.
And like people can't like figure out that okay, I can't take 8 slices on my first time through.
right.
I was
You know what I
again a sixth grade child.
Yeah, Mike was a punk back
I
then.
didn't-
Yeah. He was
I
a
didn't
rebel.
know what I was
Yeah.
doing.
He said, "I'm first. I get the bacon."
That's right. Take it all from me.
So Mike
Yeah.
loves bacon.
I would have done that
as
situation
Most
differently,
human
yeah.
Americans do.
Yeah.
Do you not? I mean, I bet I have bacon every single Sunday, almost.
Mm.
So
We have it once a week. I don't know. I'm not.
you don't know
specific
which
to each
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mel
Well,
keeps
that's
it
ironic
fresh.
because it sounds
She
like you
keeps it
guys
fresh.
eat bacon more than I do.
Yeah.
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 Maybe that's why you took so much.
Support,
you're
support
limited.
the pig
You need to
farmer.
stock up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support the pig
Yeah.
farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pig
So, yeah.
prices.
Bacon would be great.
Yeah.
Sure. Sleep in, wake up to the scent of bacon
Oh.
And coffee.
And coffee.
and coffee. That'd be
in
great.
my hand already. I don't want breakfast in
Yeah.
bed. I just wanted everything to be in my hands when I wake up.
Sounds dangerous. Yeah, and then get up and I don't know. It's a Sunday morning, I guess. So chill out, maybe hang out with the family,
Yeah.
and then Yeah. Go out to lunch somewhere.
You skipping church on your ideal
Yeah.
Father's Day?
Maybe.
Depends. Like on Mother's Day at church, they give like a flower to every
Oh.
woman.
What do the
Maybe
guys
Father's Day they give like a
Piece of
like a
bacon.
hamburger flipper,
get? A
a grilling
Leatherman?
utensil, a Leatherman,
Sounds dangerous.
or just a piece of leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of
Yeah.
steak.
How about when you come home from church and your house still smells like bacon?
Yeah, that's not good.
No. Like, oh.
Why did we have bacon?
Yeah.
We should have cooked it outside.
Anyways,
Oh,
we're talking about my
we
ideal
made it
Father's
to
Yeah,
Day.
okay.
noon. We're at noon now.
Yeah.
So yeah, out to dinner, and then I think like sometime like maybe let's take Christian, and they go do something for 2 or 3 hours or something like that, and I get time just to chill at home and
Play
maybe
video
some
games.
Xbox or
Wash dishes.
Yeah, that'd be perfect time to wash dishes.
How did this
would be.
cat get down here?
Listen-
something like that.
Listen to a sort of Star Wars podcast.
Yeah.
That would be
Sure.
perfect.
I didn't
Sure.
put that in my perfect day,
Yeah.
but it was assumed.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, evening. I don't know, just hang out
Yeah.
like normal. Yeah, I think that the time to myself would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Star
mean-
Wars movies would you watch?
Maybe one.
Maybe
Probably
one.
none. I'd probably
Start
play
one.
Xbox. I play Xbox. That's what I do. Yeah.
If I don't watch one Star
Uh-huh.
Wars movie on Father's Day, I'll be disappointed.
Really?
Well, we can do that.
We'll
We
be
can
at the
make
mountains though.
Yeah,
so.
we can watch a
With
Star Wars movie on
kids?
Father's Day.
What about like Saturday night?
They
I
like
feel
watching
you
the
pull that off.
prequels. They enjoy those.
Aren't you gonna drive home Sunday?
Mm-mm.
No, long weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Weekend, baby.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
that kind of ruins the day when you got to clean up.
No one
and go
comes
home.
steal from my house. I'll be here all weekend.
How do they don't know where your house is.
Do you leave like a lamp on in the radio? So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like people on a train track. They like dance in front of the window.
Oh, like
Rocking around the Christmas
Yeah.
tree. We're like, oh,
Yep.
we can't burglarize that house. That same woman's been dancing to that song for 14 hours.
She must be crazy. Yeah. So I don't know. That would be great. But
Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen this year. Who knows?
Life's up in the air.
Oh, I wonder what's in that box.
Yeah, I'm psyched
That
now.
box?
Oh no, I meant the one that came in the mail. But
Oh, for me.
do you want to know what's in that
Yeah.
box?
Before, we have one more question, but
All right.
before we do that,
We should guess.
I wanted
We shall take-
Jason brought a mystery box with a chamois.
Oh, I
rag
thought
in
you were
it.
talking about the box that Mel. I thought you were talking about
Exactly
the
what
gift
it
that
is.
Mel got for you. What's in that
Oh
box?
yeah, we'll find out. I
That
don't
is
know.
what I
we'll
was
find out.
talking about.
Oh yeah, Mel. I don't know what Mel.
How big
got
is that box?
me. Maybe 12 inches wide by 12 inches tall by 20 inches long.
Maybe she got you more ducks. Did it have holes in it?
Had a handle on top of
Would
the
that be
side
a
of the-
great gift?
No, that'd be a terrible gift.
More ducks. More
we,
chickens.
We had ducks one time and it was not
Didn't you
not
have
good.
chickens?
We had,
Ducks.
we had chickens too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ducks grow like super fast and they eat a ton of food and they
They're
poop a
huge.
ton.
Yeah.
Like I
And what'd you do
I
with
still
them?
think they were like swans. I mean, they were like
They got
huge.
huge. Those
Yeah.
were big ducks.
That
Yeah.
box got mislabeled. These are actually swans.
It was a really ugly duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Jason, what's in this box
This
that you brought?
is God's water.
Okay.
It's a
That
pretty
seems kind of
bold statement.
blasphemous, but
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
an unlabeled bottle.
So
Is that cap sealed?
You can edit this out. But Ryan, what was your
This
first thought
is-
when you saw that?
Looks like man's water.
all right. Well,
Is this homemade?
this is homemade.
Is it mead?
Is it caffeinated?
It is mead.
Is it batch number 2?
This is batch number 3 with a little spice.
Habanero?
Chili?
Like
This is my spicy mead. Aged for 2 years. What do you want to know?
Aged for 2
which
years.
which
Dinosaurs?
juice cup? Yeah, pterodactyl.
Oh, it's on it.
So is this alcohol? Is this alcoholic? I don't know what mead
Yes,
is.
it
Yeah, it's
Okay.
alcoholic.
It's about
Okay.
30 proof.
Perfect.
Made in the
It's
basement. It is
Alcohol
actually
made
been
from
aged for-
honey.
Yeah.
Fermented honey.
Fermented honey.
Mm.
Clink clink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Your face is turning red.
It only happened once.
You say there's pepper in this?
Yeah. You
Interesting.
taste it?
Yeah. Like a little kick at the end.
Interesting.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
It's okay. It tastes weird.
Weird.
I have to try it again.
All right. I think it's pretty good. Have some more.
I think the what'd you say it was?
Chili. There's a couple
Chili.
different peppers.
Is there
in it.
citrus in there?
No, there's like a acidity.
I said did read no.
Yeah, from the yeast that ferments the honey. So
Oh, honey. Yeah.
What actually is in mead?
mead.
Like what do you put
is
together in there?
Normal like straight up mead is just honey and water, but it's like pretty brutal. So mead is like the original alcoholic beverage ever, like first made by the monks, like the first fermented beverage like known to man. The monks
And it's
would
honey
make
and
it.
water? You said?
Honey and water.
So basically someone mixed some honey and water
Yeah, they
and
probably
thought that'd
messed
be a great
something up.
drink and then left it there too long and then,
Felt a little happy and
yeah.
shared it and then recreated
Monks were
it.
doing this.
Yeah,
Seems weird.
you'd be amazed.
Religious
what monks
people.
I feel like,
did.
didn't the monks like a lot of like wine and
Yeah,
like beer and
Karate.
stuff like, that? Like over in
and a lot of them
like in
do all
Germany and
kinds of
stuff,
different
like
drugs
they
and
did a
stuff,
lot
too.
of, yeah.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Kava, kratom.
Kratom's
Kratom.
crazy.
But,
Illicit substance.
But now, like, it's pretty. I mean, it'll range from like 10% to 20. I think this is around 15.
Oh wow.
Like
But
it's like wine, pretty much.
yeah, a little stronger than wine, but it can be pretty. Like when it's just honey and water, it's kind of brutal to drink. So like a lot of times it's mixed with fruits and stuff like that. So, but I've tried different yeasts, and I did a natural fermentation one, number 2, where like the way the monks actually would do it. That is not this kind actually, but the way the monks would do it, they would like leave it out and let the yeast in the air land in it and then naturally start growing in it. So I did a batch like that and it worked. It's actually like a sour mead, but for whatever reason, when Ryit drinks it, he turns bright red.
Like half my face turned red, and it was like really high. Like I don't know what it
He had
was.
some weird reaction, but I've drank it. I've had other friends drink it, and
Yeah.
it's just
I haven't
you.
It
tried
was
that
just
one yet.
me. It's just me.
Have to have me try that.
See if we
Can
can.
you go home and get it?
Sure.
We'll finish this bottle
I'll
first.
be right back. I don't. You might feel that a little bit if you finish that bottle.
At 15%, I would
Just a
think
little
so.
bit.
Like I
That's
like it
good.
at first, but then
not
I
bad.
think the chilliness
It's weird.
stings my throat.
It does. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of a burn.
Yeah. But pretty sweet at first.
Yeah, it's never really tasted anything quite like that. It's
Hot-
good.
Hot and sweet. Sweet and
hot
hot.
and sweet. That could be the name of your mead. Dirty.
No, it's called God's Water. You don't like that? You can come up with a better name. Let's hear it. What do you got?
It says
You gotta
God's on
get
the
it-
side of
You
this
gotta
box.
come with a logo
I
for
cut the
that.
box too short. That's why it's sticking out the top. I don't even know if I wrote this recipe down, so I don't know if I could. It is
You
2
gotta
years
cut-
old.
You do a logo for that.
Yeah, logo
Slap
for
it
it.
on that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
you
it.
go.
Swipe up to see logos.
Yeah, yup. Do you know who says that?
Yeah,
No.
yup.
Wiz Khalifa.
Oh.
Yeah, yup.
Oh.
Every time.
Oh man, that guy's always stoned
Alright.
off his mind.
Sorry.
Did you watch the Clueless Gamer?
Cut
with
that
him?
out.
No.
It's pretty funny.
Wait. With
Did you
who?
watch Clueless Gamer?
With.
Well, it's Team Coco. It's Conan
Yeah,
O'Brien.
yeah. Okay, kind of.
But
Yeah.
he has Wiz Khalifa on there.
Oh,
to
really?
win game.
Oh.
And they're like smoking a huge, whatever. And
Cigar.
I forget what they were playing. Some shooting game, and they were like going nuts. It was funny. Anyways,
Do you like Wiz? His music?
No.
You don't?
I like the Fast
Jeezy.
and Furious one.
Oh, yeah.
oh, the one that
Oh,
makes
was
you
that
cry.
his? Yeah, he
Wasn't
had
that
his
his?
name on that, but
Yeah, he's the one that like raps in it.
Yeah.
it was written by the other guy, and most of the songs.
Charlie Puth.
Is that who it
Puth.
was?
Yeah.
All right.
He was
That
a
kinda-
nobody
that
before
put him
that
on the
song.
map,
He's the
I
one
guess.
that
I think-
sings it, right?
I think
fine.
that song came out as Wiz Khalifa and
Yeah,
then featuring
featuring
Charlie
him.
Puth, and then at some point it switched once Charlie Puth got famous.
Oh, right.
Oh. He's the one that sings the.
Yeah, they like had like
the
a
melody
competition. Of like people could like write their own songs for it, and he submitted that one because I've heard the like non-rap version without Wiz Khalifa, and there's like
Is that the
there's
one
like
in the
verses
film?
and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Fast and Furious one, Charlie Puth just sings the chorus.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yep.
How many times did you cry to that song, Ryan?
I almost
It-
cried
it-
one time.
Oh,
When
really?
we saw it
Yeah.
in theaters, you had to shed a little tear.
I don't think that's shed a tear.
Did we see it in theaters too?
Yeah, but I didn't cry.
Oh,
I was close.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
like didn't even care
That's-
much about Paul Walker. It's like,
rest in
dang.
peace, Paul Walker.
Like, yeah.
I would tell Mel that was the closest I ever came to crying in a movie.
What about Passion of the Christ?
So I saw Avengers. No, I saw that when I was like 13.
Avengers,
still
that
have not
one
seen
that
that
broke
movie.
you down.
Yeah, that one was rough.
What about
Endgame was
About
rough.
Time?
That one was good. I didn't cry. That one was really good.
A Walk to Remember.
No.
Oh, when he
No.
goes up to his dad's house.
It's an overrated
I don't even
movie.
remember that movie.
That is an overrated
What?
movie.
Okay, you're watching it this weekend on
Yeah.
Father's Day.
We're having
That's
No
sort of
Star
your
Wars.
ideal Father's
Walk-
Day. Walk to remember, baby.
who's the author of this? And The Notebook.
Nicholas
and,
Sparks.
Yes, we're having a
Oh,
Nicholas
yeah.
Sparks
Thank you, Mike.
Father's Day weekend.
I want to say something. You're probably going to
We watched Road to Rodanthe. What is it? Bridge to Terabithia?
In
What's
my
the
mind,
one?
the only reason you would ever watch a Nicholas
A Night
Sparks
in
movie
Rodanthe.
is to do it with your wife and to get laid afterwards.
Mm.
That's the only reason
Yeah.
you can edit that out. That's fine. That's
It's
Fine.
video, Mike. This
You
is
can edit that
live.
out, too.
This is
It's
live.
not live. Shut up.
Yeah, he'll edit that out.
Yeah, I don't edit out anymore. There's
That's the only
nothing
reason
there.
you watch a Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Mm.
It works.
but they don't
It
all.
does?
Do they all end that way?
This does sound like a good
Does
Father's
it
Day.
does it have the same effect if you read the book?
Together in one night.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
power through
man.
that.
Just wait till the end. Come on, stay awake.
Oh,
Man,
man.
man, we're off the rails.
Yeah,
It's the Father's Day
is
podcast.
not
It's
getting
God's
cut
water
out.
that's messing us up. Something I don't like saying that.
God's water.
Does it remind you of like the little bowl at the Catholic?
The
God's
holy
wa-
water.
holy
The holy
water.
water.
Oh, we could call it that. That's sacrilegious.
That's
What did I call it?
Man's water.
No, no. There's something else that I said you should be called. Anyways,
I'm
You
open
see
to
there's
ideas.
You see there's
Hot
honey in
and-
it?
Yeah.
Should be something
It's a
nectar.
lot.
Should be something nectar.
Oh. Ooh.
nugget nectar.
Pepper nectar.
Pepper.
It's got pepper in it. What does
Oh,
that
man.
look for?
I don't know. It just was weird sounding.
Well, you finished yours. You want
Yeah, I
more?
want some more.
Could be nectar of the gods. That
I
could be
feel like that's been used.
Yeah, that's what they use for like
All right, let's
Ghirardelli chocolate.
just a little bit.
Let's keep religion out.
That's
of it.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, listeners.
Send us an email.
Yep.
sortastarwars@gmail.com.
If we choose your name, we'll send you a free bottle.
really?
This is my last bottle of it.
What if they? What if
I,
we choose?
and I
their
didn't
name
say
from,
it would
like,
be
Alaska?
full of it. It would be an
free,
empty bottle.
A free bottle of something.
This is a reused gin bottle, actually.
It's a sweet looking bottle.
Thought so.
Yeah, hot and sweet.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That was the name I said earlier,
Hot and sweet.
but it doesn't have a good ring to
No,
it. We'll
but
work on it.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
But let's keep moving here with the Father's Day
Yeah,
theme
come on,
while we
let's
enjoy
schedule here.
our
I'm
Or
not.
whatever.
man's water.
Man's water.
So
Yeah.
what? Last question, having to do with fathers. What is your favorite memory as a father?
Have a very short, short.
Yours
thing
was
there.
That's probably
easy to think
easier.
Because it's easier for me.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first. Then.
I feel like I was like that was a bad question to have for one. Because how are you gonna pick a favorite memory?
Yeah.
Like for me, for the last 6 years, and like I can't pick a favorite memory. But like one thing I thought I was like, well, I feel like I should pick like when they were the first time, like when I first saw my first child,
Like,
like-
the birth.
as like right after the birth.
Like right after
seconds
the birth.
after, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's
that was an
Yeah.
emotional
still
time for
trying
me.
to shut that memory out.
I didn't see anything
Yeah,
I didn't want to
emotional.
see.
It was
but,
emotional.
yeah.
No,
But I wouldn't say that's my favorite memory. One time I would say the one I picked, and I don't know, I might think of 14 other different memories before this actually comes out. But the one I picked was soon after we moved into our house, we had all these like big boxes from like, dishwasher and refrigerator and all this stuff. And so we had all these boxes all over the place, and we ended up like the kids wanted to make like a cardboard fort out of it. So we ended up making this cardboard fort, and it had like
it
had like an
That was
airplane
awesome.
and a castle,
cool.
and it had like tunnels to like there was like a house, and the castle had like a little drawbridge and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of fun to make with the kids, and we only had 2 at the time, and they both absolutely loved it. So that was just like something that was fun to make with the kids, and that they enjoyed for like, I think we had it in our living room. It was like taking up our living room for like weeks after.
I remember that. When you
And
guys-
then
That
when
was awesome.
Yeah.
The only bad part was eventually we had to take it down, and the kids were not happy about that.
That
But
didn't go over so well.
no, I think we were so well.
But
But
thinking about building another one.
we did make another one then here in the basement a little bit later, but yeah, that was down here for a while because it was out of the way. But that first one was just fun because the kids were there and they were enjoying it, and so that was one of my favorite memories of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was thinking about memories, I thought that one thing that was interesting was that I had this memory that at the time was was a situation I hated at the time. But now that I look back on it, I was like, oh, that was like, I enjoy thinking about that. And it's when our daughter would not sleep, and she required us to like be in the room with her or holding her or whatever to get her to sleep. And at some points we could get her to be in her crib, but she wanted to hold our hand, so she'd reach her hand through the crib, and I'd like lay on the ground beside her and like hold her hand through the crib.
Yeah.
And like looking back now, it's like, oh man, that was
super annoying then.
Right.
Super cute now.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how your
It makes sense.
vision kind of changes.
Helps when you're not deprived of sleep.
Right. Exactly. At the time I was just like, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was fine just holding my hand back then. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like scared to take for granted those moments.
yeah, exactly.
Like even to see pictures like showing up now on my Time Hop app. Do you have that app?
Yeah.
I like that app. So I'll see pictures of like my kids from a year or two ago, and I'm like, oh my word, like that age, and
going-
like
going
there's
fast.
like it's never coming back
Right.
when they were like
Exactly.
that, and
Yeah.
you just got to keep having more kids so you can keep enjoying that age, right, Ryan?
Well, did you actually see About Time?
Yeah, I did.
And you watched it then?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, Mike, you gotta watch
Come on,
it.
Mike.
know.
Oh.
It's on Netflix.
Did we have this discussion
You
last
should
gotta
watch
watch
it on
About
Father's
Time.
Day.
Yeah. No, we didn't. We're watching Star Wars.
time?
But Alyssa would love it,
I know.
and you'll like it.
Yeah.
And it's got General Hux in it. So there's
General
and Rachel
Hux.
McAdams. So there's
Uh.
no way it could be bad. So, and the story's awesome.
No, no, you guys rave about it.
Swipe up.
It didn't. I
Swipe
never
up for
heard
free
anything
tickets.
about it though, other than like I
No.
watched and I was like, "This is a great movie,"
Yeah.
and I never
got
heard
any
anything
critical
about it.
acclaim or anything.
I
like
mean, I
that?
just watched it for the first time a
Yeah,
month or
it's been out
2
for
or
a
3
long
ago,
time.
whatever it was.
And have you
Yeah.
ever heard of it before then?
I remember when it came out because it was Rachel McAdams, and she had just been in a movie not that long before called The Time Traveler's Wife, where her husband was a time traveler. And then this movie came out when her significant other was a time traveler, and I'm like, this is weird. Why
She's
does
the thing for time
yeah,
travelers?
why does she keep getting in these movies with time traveling husbands? So, but I never had seen it. I remember it coming out, but I never saw it. But
Yeah.
in that movie, they kind of like talk about how you need to enjoy the wow that's happening now.
Yeah.
That's Daniel Tiger.
The wow that's happening.
Enjoy the
now.
wow that's happening now.
Nice.
Oh man.
Don't
Be in
always
the
look to
moment.
what's next.
That's
So.
great. Yeah.
So, did you have like a favorite memory?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of one, and I think my favorite in general, my favorite memories are like seeing my kids really emotional is really fun. So like one of my favorite memories is like coming home from work every day. Not every day, but a lot of times they're like there waiting for me and like
Yeah.
are so excited for me to come home. Like that's super awesome to have them run out and give me hugs and like they're so excited to see me. The one like specific moment I remember, you might have been there for this, Ryan. We went to Lake Tobias, and I know we went with you guys. I don't know if it was this
Okay.
time. So Gage was 2, I think, around that. But he was probably 3. But he was learning about like school, like not going to school, but learning about it. So he saw school buses, and he thought school buses were awesome.
Right.
And he learned about the safari and like going to see animals. So at Lake Tobias, they have these buses where the tops are chopped off, and you get on them, and they drive you around and take you to see all the animals. So when we got on the bus and it started to go, he was like so overwhelmed with excitement that he like started to cry. It was like such like it like almost makes me cry thinking about it, because he was so like overwhelmed with
Like you
happiness.
right.
He was just like, I was trying to find the picture of him, because I took a picture of him. It was so hilarious. He was just so excited. He was like crying because he was like on a bus finally
Yeah.
and going out on this. And I was like, that was a cool
It's
moment.
like all his
Yeah.
favorite things just like
yeah, all at once.
all
And
into
he
one.
just
Yeah.
couldn't. I also liked the first time he rode the Super Duper Looper, and as we went down the hill, this was like a month ago,
Yeah.
his face, just sheer fear. He was absolutely. Did you see the picture of
Yeah,
that? Oh
yeah.
my word, he was
I
just
didn't see that one. You have to show it to me.
scared out of his mind, and then loved it. But just like cresting the hill and looking down, like
Right.
never have been up that high before. It was
Yeah.
just so funny. I was sitting down, like I'm just dying on the roller coaster, just seeing his face, like, and he loved it. So he wants to ride every time we go now. But
Nice.
that was a really great.
And that's like
moment,
the
so.
tamest one there. Like
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'll ever be able to get
Yeah.
Rylan to go on a roller coaster.
yeah. He's
never
also
say never.
4.
When
It's
I was
sort
in
of-
when I was Rylan's age, I swore I'd never go on a roller coaster, and then I changed.
She's tried a couple times. She always wants to try, and then she hates it. And,
Oh, she's tried him, doesn't enjoy it.
right. Yeah.
So if you can get him on it, he loves it. But that's sort of amazing to me that he's even allowed to. I mean, he's only 4.
Yeah.
It's all about the height.
Yeah, he barely hits that stick when he walks under it. Gotta
Spike. You have to spike his
put
hair up.
his heels on. Yeah, I tried that. They're tricky about that now.
They're tricky about.
They mat
They
down
don't.
the
They don't
hair.
fall for that.
So like, no, you can't have your hat up that high. You know, you
Take your
put
shoes
ball
off.
cap on.
Just
sit
give him a
on the
big
top.
Pharrell hat.
Take your socks off. Come on, let's measure. Yeah. Wear wool socks.
Yeah,
Makes them
the
taller.
bro- Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So I think I probably have 2 if I can do that. So the first one is
I guess we'll allow it.
just seeing him smile is just the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I took this picture today. It's one of my faves. He's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's my phone background now. Anyways, he's great. So just seeing him smile and
So sorry to hijack you, Mike, but
Oh, is
this
that
is
what
Gage
that's it?
on the safari. Do you see his face here? Is
without
that
the
not-
context, you wouldn't be sure quite what he was feeling.
Oh, I know.
there.
He was so happy. He was
Yeah.
crying. It was so awesome. But
You like to
It's
really
pretty funny,
That's
right?
funny.
feel what your kids are
You
feeling.
don't have to caption
it's
that to like
amazing.
make sure people know that he's happy in that one.
I'll share. You can share this
Yeah.
in for reference. I'll send that
Yeah.
to you. Sorry, Mike.
That's
Keep
okay.
going.
No, seeing Christian smile is the best, and when he's like really into like eye contact now. He'll like really like it's like some intense eye contact, and when he looks at you and then like does this smile, that's the best thing ever.
Can you tell
Love that.
he's recognizing you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
totally.
awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome
and
when
like
your kids
so
get
so when
excited.
I have Christian Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, and when Liz comes home, like he recognizes her, and like even if he's like been like screaming his head off,
Yeah.
like the whole like before she comes in, she comes in and he like recognizes her and his like he smiles. It's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
cool.
And my other
And you can't help but smile back. Like there's no
That will
possible way
change.
you
Oh,
should
yeah.
smile back.
That changes to where he's just comfortable seeing you, and then when he can't see you, he's screaming.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah
walk
we haven't
away.
hit that yet. We haven't hit separation
That's
anxiety
fun.
yet.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But yeah, I mean today I was driving and like so in my car we have like a little his car seat's back there and we have like the mirror that you can see through your rear view mirror so you can see that.
Right. Yeah.
And Alyssa, we didn't want him to fall asleep. We were coming from her parents' house just like 5 minutes away. Didn't want to fall asleep, so Alyssa's back there with him. And he was just like looking up at her and like she was talking to him and he was just like smiling. And I had to like focus on the road because all I wanted to do was just look in the rearview mirror and just watch him the whole time.
Yeah.
It was probably actually a little dangerous.
Do you have one of those like mirrors in front of his seat so you can see him?
Right.
Right,
Yeah. My other favorite thing would be seeing my dad interact with him is pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah.
It's just so cute.
Yeah.
And of course Christian loves him. He loves everyone pretty much. But it's really cool to see. Yeah. And actually last Mother's Day is when we told them that we were
Told your
also-
parents.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
okay.
expecting.
Yeah. So that was a cool Mother's Day
Yeah.
Yeah.
present for them.
We
So yeah,
did
For
the
them or for
same
your
thing.
wife? Who are you celebrating?
that would have been for my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
a-
we actually did the same thing to my mom. We gave her a happy grandma's card on Mother's Day.
You're gonna be a grandma.
She was like, "Huh? What?" Like she thought we picked the wrong card out or something at first.
yeah, that's
Then
the
she-
best.
Pieced it together.
For ours, we went to Pottery Works and painted coffee mugs, because both my parents like tea and coffee.
Yeah.
And then we painted them on the outside nice, and then inside on the bottom we wrote, "You're gonna be a grandfather. You're gonna be a grandmother." So and we gave this to for Mother's Day. And
Filled or not filled?
Not filled.
Ah, okay.
So they're like looking at, oh, these are nice, and then
Yeah.
they looked in, and I got on video, and they like freaked out. It was
Wow,
perfect.
that's
You
cool.
should have filled them and then gave them to them, and then you would have seen when they finished their cup, they would have seen it at the bottom, and be like, "What?"
Just like in the movies.
Spit take.
Shoot,
Spraying.
missed out on that opportunity.
Redo.
Yeah.
You can do it with the next one.
Yeah, there you go.
They won't have any
I don't think
suspicions
they'll
when
be
you
quite
give
as
them handmade
excited that
bugs
time.
again.
So yeah, those are my favorite memories.
Do you think your cat resembles your typical listener when listening
Probably.
to this podcast?
Asleep.
Just catatonic.
Passed out
Arms in the air.
on the carpet next to us.
Catatonic.
Oh
Yeah, nice,
yeah,
nice.
you're really hitting them dad jokes tonight.
Yeah, I got to practice up.
Okay, so that's all I had for questions for dads, but I did throw some of these out on the socials. So let's see. The first question I asked. He looks terrified.
He was
Do you
absolutely
guys ever feel
Jason
bad?
just
like-
showed us the picture of Gage on the Super Duper Looper for the first
He
time.
is terrible. It was
Sorry,
awesome.
you're gonna get us something, but that do you guys ever feel bad about like sometimes laughing at your children's like misery?
Yeah, a little.
I like
just
trying
for
to
a
feel
little.
bad, but sometimes it's just so funny.
When
Most
you
of it's
know
so
they're
short-lived.
fine.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you know
like they're
fine,
okay, like they're not
yeah.
really in. Yeah, but like when Christian won't stop crying and we're just holding him, just like.
You
I
like
think
have
that's
that like
important that you
pathetic
can do that.
cry.
Yeah, you're just like, just like, you don't know
"Oh,
what you want.
You're
man."
fine.
Yeah,
No, I
Anyways.
think that's important to be able to do that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely.
Okay, so on the Instagram story, I had put some questions here. First question I had was, what is your favorite thing about being a father? And I got one response from Ice Cream Manatee. He says, cuddles while watching Star Wars. So,
Oh yeah,
that's his favorite
how
thing about being a father.
appropriate.
I know, right? For sort of Star Wars
I'm
podcast.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. My kids will watch most of a Star Wars movie without being too bored of it. So they need to like remake the exact same movie but in animation so my kids will watch the entire thing.
Yeah,
That
by the-
animation. It's
What's
really
that?
important.
I know that if it's not animated, it's not a kids movie in their mind.
That's
so-
funny.
Yeah. I guarantee if it was the exact same movie, the exact same story, everything exactly the same but animated, they would sit through the whole thing.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like the colors or something.
Yeah.
Like if Coco Melon produced it.
Who's that?
Oh man, never mind.
Okay. I never do. All right, my second question I threw out was, what is a favorite memory of your father? And got a couple responses here. Guacamole 92 says, when he walked me down the aisle on my wedding day.
Aww.
Oh, guacamole.
Sarah Kratzis says, hiking. Lots and lots of hiking and learning about plants and animals. Melody Lehman says, riding on the mower with him and canoeing on the river with him.
Nice.
And Lime Tree says, one Christmas, he got my mom a whole bunch of different flavors of tea. Then you could tell she was kind of getting a little annoyed. He threw in some candles too, I think. Also, I'm talking a lot of tea. Pretty sure there's still some left over somewhere. Anyways, somehow he gets her to go outside and surprises her with a new car.
That's awesome.
It was pretty
That
funny.
is such a good dad gift.
Yeah.
Make sure they're super disappointed and like,
And then
oh yeah,
and
that's
then
awesome.
hit him with the big car gift. Yeah.
He said, I like this story because it shows the heart of my dad. He loves to bless others when he can and also likes to have fun doing so.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I threw one more out on Instagram. What is your perfect Father's Day like? Like we asked each other. And Ice Cream Manatee, again, says, watching Field of Dreams. I don't know if that's my favorite thing to do on Father's Day.
Build it, they will come. Is that
Right,
that
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't
It
think
could
I've
be,
ever seen
it
the
could be a new
full movie.
tradition for you.
I'll think about it.
And
It's a movie, I assume.
Yeah.
It's about
Okay.
baseball,
If
isn't
you
it?
build it, they will come.
Oh, a baseball movie?
He's like called to like cut down his cornfield and make a baseball field, and then all these like players come out of the corn and play.
Is that
Sounds like
children?
a horror movie.
Yeah. I think that's a different movie.
Coming out of the corn to play.
I did see that.
And then Melody Lehman said her favorite Father's Day is like doing things for my wife to show her how happy I am to be the father of her children. That's what.
Oh yeah.
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 Mhm.
Secret code message.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know. She's
We
a
don't
fan
know
of the
her.
show, that's for sure.
Wouldn't want to be her husband.
Yeah, exactly. Whipped.
rough?
He probably only gets the remote 50% of the time.
Oh man. Won't let him go on men's retreat.
Or work weekends.
Oh, those are okay.
Yeah, work weekends.
Weekends
good.
are
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh good.
So that's pretty much all I had for the Father's Day segment of this. So, good stuff.
Nice.
Good stuff. Do we want to give Mike some suggestions on things he should be asking for? Weren't you wondering about
Sure,
that?
sure. But you guys, you don't love Father's Day at all.
Well, I don't hate it.
Just kidding.
Stuff you can ask for Father's Day?
Well, you were looking for some ideas, right?
I guess. I don't know. It's my first Father's Day, so the world is my oyster, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I was gonna say you gotta go for the grilling set. You know,
Like-
Gotta go for it.
Like a themed like flipper and
yeah, it
tongs?
has to be like a theme, like with your favorite sports team.
Right, yeah. You love sports. You have to like
yeah,
sports.
I do like
too.
sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you like F1 racing,
I
so
don't
maybe
think
it's
they make grill stuff
maybe,
for that.
maybe it's got like a race car on the
That
end
would
of
be
it.
cool.
Maybe it does.
Maybe in like the the slots of the flipper, it's got like a F1 car like
yeah, or
cut
like
out
the
of it.
logo or something.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We should make that.
We should.
No, F1 it'll probably be like $40.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find if it's
That's
the
it.
right gift, you still spend the money though, right? When you find that special.
If you find that F1 grill
Oh,
set,
yeah.
you spend the
You
money.
just spend that
Mhm.
money. Yeah.
Maybe like
So
those
good, yeah.
flip flops have the beer bottle opener on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
It's a good Father's Day present.
I like that.
So you just like pop your leg up and just
Right. I think you have to take the flip flop completely off. I'm pretty sure.
oh. It's not on it's on the bottom.
it's on the
like
bottom,
like
but
on the tread?
It's kind of awkward to do it with it on your foot, isn't it?
Oh, I can't do it here.
What if you're
Just
handed a
pop your
beer
foot up
standing
and
up? I feel like there's not enough. It would slide your flip flop off.
You look
You
super
could take
cool.
it off.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He's suggesting you do it with it on.
I feel like that's the point, right?
It's just so you always have a bottle opener with you.
right. Wouldn't it get like jam full of dirt and stuff though?
Yeah.
We
Flavor.
have to think that one through.
I think that's Corona that had those flip flop bottle toppers.
Oh yeah.
Flip flop bottle toppers.
That's not
It's
what
a
they called them,
mouthful.
but that's what I would have called them. Flip flop
Flip-flop
bottle
toppers.
bottle toppers.
I am lost right now.
Yeah. Okay, so something
much-
manly like a grill set. I should
Yeah,
ask for that.
right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'd say like maybe a mug that says
Yeah.
"Greatest Dad Ever."
Right.
You gotta have one of
Right.
them. Maybe a T-shirt
Sure.
like that,
sure.
or a hat. Anything, well, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that say
Or like a
"Greatest
shirt
Dad
Like
Ever."
the-
Or
Because
like
it's
a
Father's
shirt
Day,
that
like a
says I
shirt
made
says-
these and like has arrows. arrows down.
Actually,
I
that's
heart
a cool
little
shirt. I would
kids.
wear that. Oh, that's a good one.
No.
I stole that one from The Office. That's from The Office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I miss
Mike-
the office.
Michael Scott is trying to make like he's on like Match.com or something, and he's like making a screen like a username, and he wants.
Oh, he wanted to be.
I love little kids or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, The Office.
Oh man, yeah.
Dying.
Don't get a
It's late
T-shirt
now.
that says that.
What else you got? You got any good gift ideas?
Specifically for fathers, I don't know, what do fathers like? Maybe like a carbon fiber gear shift knob
Oh
for
yeah,
your car.
car
nice.
accessories,
Yes.
air fresheners,
For my automatic car.
Yes.
like weird wax stuff. It's gonna sit on your garage shelf for a long
Right.
time.
Yeah. Armor all type of
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
You
really
just get a new car, so
yeah,
You need that.
that's perf.
yeah.
Perf, John.
Yeah.
A variety
Yeah.
pack of hot sauce.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's something
Variety.
people buy.
Yeah.
There should be a store at the mall that's just like Father's Day, or just
There's
like,
a corner of
gifts for
Walmart
fathers.
like that. Did you notice that? Every holiday, they fill that corner with like box sets of, it's like Valentine's Day or like
Yeah.
Christmas. It's all the like little gift sets.
or like
hot sauce. I do like hot sauce.
like one of those things. It's I think I see them more around Christmas time, but it's like a set maybe by like Ralph Lauren or something that's like deodorant, cologne, and
Oh, yeah.
aftershave
Oh,
all
yeah.
in one pack.
Oh, shaving stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
like a year's subscription to Harry's.
Oh yeah.
I
Mhm.
tried that.
Yeah.
Did you?
I didn't like the razors.
But they only pay for the first month. It's like, here's a subscription. I paid for the first month.
Don't forget to cancel.
Yeah.
It's due
yeah.
every-
Set a Google reminder in your phone so you cancel it. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so manly stuff.
Yeah. But if you're like watching TV, I mean, you would think to like get someone like a car or a couch or something. This Father's Day.
Yeah. Father's Day sales.
Yeah. Father's Day sales.
Yeah.
Get this Weber grill for $899.
I'll take that. I should
Yeah.
aim for the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever I want.
Mhm.
I'm a father.
Oh yeah.
Get a place like Magic Rentone
Oh yeah.
or Aaron's.
$24 a month for the
Yeah,
next
a week
8 years.
Even.
A week, yeah.
No interest for the first 6 weeks.
Wow.
What a deal. Oh,
Imagine being
man.
the repo guy for them. Gotta go get this grill. Hopefully it's out on the deck.
Like taking someone's couch while they're like on it. Excuse me. Do you mind?
We need to come in your house.
Take the TV.
Weird.
reproducing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I'll consider those things that you
Yeah.
suggest.
Yeah, ask for
And a tie. Yeah, how about ties that have like really strange things on them?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like what kind of tie would be appropriate for a mother-father therapist.
Ooh, like a Trump face on your tie.
Trump
What if you
face.
had that and you have like clients coming in? It's like Donald Trump's face on a tie.
Oh man.
I feel like you have to have like the ice cream cone one, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just like a nice shape of an ice cream cone.
Yeah, it's like ice cream cone with like different flavors of ice cream going the whole way up.
Oh.
It's like a classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
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 Classic.
Star Wars tie.
Yeah, you could do that.
Gotta have
Yeah.
that. Too bad I don't wear ties.
It could be like a light.
I-
Oh,
Ever.
that's the point. Like they always give you ties
I see.
and you hang it
You
up.
don't have to wear it. You
No,
just
you don't.
you
You're not gonna wear
receive
that anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Just receive it.
Then you give it to your dad.
There you go.
Ah, re-gift.
My dad
Yeah.
will wear those ties though, because he's a
He's a
teacher.
teacher,
and he
yeah.
wears ties.
He'd wear a Donald Trump tie.
He wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I feel like
In a public school, and probably not. Probably not. Too political.
Yeah. Well, this is a
Exactly.
non-political podcast.
Yeah.
right.
We are apolitical.
The views expressed
We're
here are not
a political podcast.
Yeah.
representative of
The viewers
sort
who
of Star
listen
Wars.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
You
can
know
have
what
a-
we
you
mean.
can have a Trump tie if you want. That's cool.
No, that's all right. I'm good
I
with the
actually
ties that I have.
I have a Trump tie. Like I guess he had his own line of ties.
Oh, you have one of his.
Yes.
Oh, before he was.
Hang on to that. That'll be valuable.
You think
for
it
before he
will?
was president.
Maybe.
Do you know how I got this? This is a funny story. There was the Elvis Duran morning show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They had a host, or not a host, they had a guest on their show that was an artist, and they were doing this like big reveal. So this artist came on, played the song, and nobody knew who he was. He like had this famous song, but they didn't reveal his identity. They're supposed to reveal his identity the next day. So Elvis Duran on Snapchat was like taking videos of him, but covering up his face. And Snapchat had a glitch at the time. If you'd click ahead on the video, it would eliminate the like added on sticker.
Oh.
So I screenshotted right as I clicked ahead, and I got a picture of the guy.
Okay.
So I posted it on Instagram and tagged them, and then like all of a sudden I had like I forget what his name was. It was Elvis Duran's like personal manager, and Nate, the like producer of the show, called me, and I like talked to him on the phone, and he's like all like super friendly and like oh yeah, like basically like you need to take this down or we're gonna get in big trouble, and we'll send you a gift to make it worth your while. And I'm thinking, oh sweet, you know, like
Nice.
so I took it down, and they sent me like 4 extra large Elvis Duran morning show shirts and a Donald Trump tie
Worth your while.
and a watch. The one
Oh,
thing that was cool was
nice.
this watch. It was called it was like a Life watch or something. Boy, this is a random story.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. I remember this watch.
So this watch, you would put in
Life
like
watch.
you'd answer a bunch of questions about your life and your lifestyle, and it would predict your death, and then it would count down on it how much time until you died. So
He's not paying attention.
I'm looking at it here. I gotta
yeah,
look
look it
this
up. I think it's like Life Watch or something. Could
So
be
it,
called like
count,
Death
it
Watch.
counts down to your
So
death
you'd
day.
look at it, and it was trying to predict how long you'd live based on the parameters you put into it, and so it was supposed to make you like think about your life and how to make the
Right.
most of it. But it was like super creepy.
Yeah.
But I sold it for $80 on eBay. so-
Nice. Nice.
but I still have the Donald Trump tie.
Go Life Watch. Is that it?
That's it. How much is it?
It's
So they sent me that, which is pretty random.
like a
but,
fitness tracker.
it wasn't that. I don't know.
No, that's probably not it.
But-
Anyhow,
It just
anyway,
tells you how much time to your dead.
that was the story. Yeah, it counts down.
That's pretty morbid.
I'm glad this is finally kicking in for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
brutal.
So I sold it, but I still have the Donald Trump tie.
I think there was a movie like that. Oh, no. It was.
Justin
It counted
Timberlake.
down until you met your significant other.
No, there
Sounds
was
like
a
Nicholas
movie.
Sparks.
Your soulmate.
Justin Timberlake was in a movie like that.
Oh,
where,
really?
Like time is money, and it's on your wrist, and it counts down. And when you run out of time, you die. So you work, and you get money credited to you. So like the rich have like thousands and thousands of years, and like the poor people have like just minutes, and so they're always scrambling to try to.
Oh.
It was a super good movie. You never saw that?
No. Is it called About Time?
No.
Oh,
Justin Timberlake
I remember that.
is the
I don't remember what it was
Oh.
called, but I remember seeing a commercial for it
Googling now.
or a trailer for it.
Justin Timberlake
How do we
time
get on
movie.
this?
I'm not
It's
sure how.
called In Time.
In
In
Time.
Time.
It's a good movie.
Like
Really good
just
movie.
in time.
Just
Justin
in time,
Timberlake.
yeah.
Just in time.
I think that's how they came up with that. Wow, sorry about that, Tangent.
Yeah,
But yes,
wow.
I
We're
do
really
have a
into
Donald
Happy
Trump
Father's
We're
tie.
Day.
really into
Yeah,
time
time.
movies.
Yeah.
Today,
About
yeah.
Time. In
man.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get this thing wrapped up because we're exceeding our limit here.
Oh,
Listeners are falling asleep in a kiddiatonic state.
Cataton?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Wow. Stepped right into that.
Oh man. What? So, before we go on, let's have a word from our sponsor. And actually, don't have a sponsor ad. So,
This
oh,
Think of something.
this sort of Star Wars podcast is sponsored by. What are we calling
Face
this now?
warmers. The naturally fermented mead that will turn you bright red. I don't know. You
Face
can think of something. You got a week and a half.
yeah, I'll think of
Yeah.
something before the episode comes out.
Yeah.
So, to the people
How
watching
much-
it on YouTube,
how much
you have
time
to
do
tune
we-
into the podcast to hear it?
How much
So,
time do we have left? Because I have one more thing I'm going to bring up.
Yeah, I have one more thing too, and we still got to do the fact.
Okay.
And no, that's it. So,
Cool.
Welcome back. Thank you, sponsor.
Wow. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
sponsor.
That really we put that money towards new equipment and the facility
Yeah,
to really improve. Coming soon,
Video?
live
Oh,
video.
live video.
Thanks to all the money Ryan's making on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm
Stepping
gonna
it
put
up.
this on the YouTubes. This
The
one,
YouTubes.
recorded one.
Did
but
you quit your full-time job yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm just about
it's
there.
coming soon.
It's the
Yeah.
health insurance. You
Once
gotta.
my wife gets a job, then I can quit.
So you be a stay-at-home dad that podcasts all day?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
every day for 4 hours, just like Joe Rogan.
I think he does it more than that.
Joe Rogue.
It'd be like, today I have my guest host, my 6-year-old again.
That was a good episode when you had her on.
Daddy,
that
I'm
was.
tired of doing this.
Do we have
You'll
to
do
this
it.
again?
You're working for money, honey.
So one random thought, since we're talking about, since this is a dadding episode, a random thought that I had this past week was, I don't know if this happens, Mike, it wouldn't apply to you, sorry, but maybe this happens to you, Jason. Your kids get hurt, and then they scream and run away from where they got hurt. But they don't necessarily run towards you. I just thought about that. It happened multiple times that my kids will like scrape their knee and they'll get up and they'll sprint away from where it happened and go somewhere else to look at the injury. Does this happen to you?
That's fascinating. I haven't noticed that, but I haven't looked for that either.
Yeah.
That is really
I
fascinating.
noticed it a couple times this last week. It was just a random thing. It's like,
built-in thing that
Yeah, like
get
to
away
escape.
from danger.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's very interesting.
Think about it next
Never
time.
thought about
Maybe try and injure them and see where they go.
that. It happens a fair amount. So why are they always running
Like they're
around?
like when they, like maybe if they're seriously hurt, they might. But usually when they like stub their toe or skin their knee or something, they like sprint away. They don't just like stay there and like
it makes a lot of
look at
sense from like a
survival
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yeah.
evolutionary
Yeah, get away from the moment of danger.
biological defense mechanism.
Yeah.
But I've not noticed that. That's very cool. I'm gonna have to look out for
You
that.
get bit by
Yeah.
a lion, you don't want to just stay there. You gotta
Right.
get out of there.
Yeah, you run
You
away.
run away.
From that line.
Assuming you're not bit in the leg.
But
I thought you're not supposed to run from lions.
Yeah. I
What's
think,
the general rule of thumb they tell you?
don't go anywhere where there's lions.
Oh,
Carry a big gun.
Yeah, I think. Just
I don't think you play dead with lions. I
don't
think that's
cl-
bears.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
don't
go in
think
the
that
fetal
works.
position for bears.
You play dead with bears in the fetal position. I don't know. You know you do play dead for bears. Anyways.
Yeah.
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 So, anyways, that was a random parenting.
Yeah. No,
thought.
I've not noticed that. I'm gonna have to look out for that.
I noticed it specifically one time that our son scraped his knee and he sprinted this time he sprinted over to me, not quite to me, almost to me. And I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah." And he turned around and he like limped away, but he had just sprinted to me with no limp.
Right.
And then he saw his
It's
knee,
the adrenaline.
and then he walked away and was like limping away.
Hmm.
But he was fine. So
He survived.
didn't even need a Band-Aid.
Wow.
Band-Aids are
guy.
just apparently if you don't see the wound, it doesn't hurt. That's what
Right.
Band-Aids are for.
Yeah, I like Gage is like discovered blood, so like something will kind of hurt until he sees the blood, and now it's
Really?
then it really
Oh.
hurts.
Yeah,
That's
Rylan
not
was
more
at that
blood.
point where like as soon as she'd fall and on her elbow or knee or something, and she'd like have to like pull her pant leg up to
Just
see
figure out
if
there's
it hurt
blood.
or not.
And if there's nothing there, then
Yeah.
good, move on.
Yeah.
keep
But
going.
that's like kind of how it is for adults too,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You have to like look at it to see.
Like you're like working or something, you like scrape yourself and you don't notice it, and then you look down and see, now it hurts.
Now it hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what you're doing at your work, Mike, that you're getting scraped
Yeah.
Those-
as a MF therapist.
yeah. You'd be surprised.
Gets pretty intense.
crazy,
Gets pretty
It's like
intense.
Jerry Springer, you're holding back.
She's not the mob.
I saw.
We have the lie detector results.
I did see a funny comic. I'm sure it's old and people have seen it before, but it was like it was Darth Vader on like the Maury show, and
Oh.
Maury saying or Montel or whatever.
Are you
And
the
he's like
father?
saying, "You are the father."
You are-
Yeah,
nice.
it's like,
Nice. Very good.
classic.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, along with like I was gonna say one thing I did want to share is I had my first like parenting mistake today.
Ooh.
Wow.
Today. How you
5.5
made it
months.
5.5
and you didn't make a
months.
mistake yet. It's
Very
pretty
good.
good.
It's pretty hard to.
Well, he is a
make
professional.
mistakes.
Yeah,
That's
he has
true.
training.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think I can tell this story, but it has to do with the pain thing because it's interesting. So I put Christian on our bed, and bed's pretty soft, so I was like, he's not gonna be able to like roll over. Christian's in the stage where he's like rolling all over the place. Went down to get laundry. Had the thought, maybe he could roll. Maybe I should go back up. As soon as I had that thought, I hear a thump.
Oh.
And then I started to hear him scream. So I ran up and grabbed him. It was interesting. You said you go away from the spot there you got hurt. I like picked him up and like walked out of the room and was like trying to. He was fine, by the way. Like he's fine, but yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
We're both nodding our heads at you
felt
because
really
we've-
bad, really bad about that.
I've never done that.
Yeah, me either.
I've never. Sure. Yeah. I'm the only one.
My bed's
All
really
right.
low to the ground.
Well, I was thankful our bed is pretty low to the ground, or else
Yeah.
that could have been worse. But yeah, won't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Make other ones, not that
Just
one.
not that one. You learn from
Yeah.
your mistakes.
Yeah.
You won't make that mistake on the next
You're
one.
putting a railing on your bed now.
Just for that instance where you have to run down to the laundry room.
To do laundry. Yeah. Anyways.
So,
What was your other thought, Jason?
I heard there was a little controversy from the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
do you want to fill us in? What's going on here?
So if people didn't listen to
Yeah.
the last episode, swipe up to go to the last episode. No, but really,
I don't know. I just
our last podcast episode. You mean about the podcast, not our last dadding episode?
No, the
last podcast
yeah,
episode
Well, it would have
was-
been like 3 weeks ago, I guess,
2 weeks ago.
when
Yeah.
you're listening to this.
When you're listening to it, it was 2 weeks ago
Exactly.
that it came out.
That's exactly right.
And it was about Attack of the Clones,
Yeah.
the Star Wars
most
episode 2, Attack of the
controversial
Clones.
Star Wars movie there is.
And it was already, I had Molly on the show, and it was already like, it's one of her favorites and one of my least favorite Star
Yeah.
Wars movies.
Yeah. So you were already kind of like being like,
Yeah. But Mike, apparently you didn't agree with some
I
of
was
the
gonna
things.
be on it, but didn't quite work out.
Yeah, the timing didn't work.
But then I was listening to it in my car, and
It's good
I'm
because
sorry,
it sounds like you guys
Guacamole.
would have just argued the whole time. So.
Yeah. that's pretty much what it would have been. I respect your opinion, Guacamole, but
I
there's
think
some-
that
there's
would
some
be an
things
interesting
that aren't-
episode.
that aren't right.
What? To have a...
Little Mike Molly debate.
I don't hate
Guacamole.
Attack of the Clones. It's just I don't like it near as much as she does.
As she does.
Yeah. And you guys didn't say the best part of the whole not the whole movie, but
the
that
sorry,
sound
Molly.
effect.
Oh,
that one.
yeah. Jango Fett's ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
his
sound
Sonic.
is so good.
What's it called?
I don't know. Sonic
Something.
exploders.
His boom things.
Yeah. That sounds like a good name
That's
for
one of
this
the
drink.
coolest sound effects in all of Star Wars, in my opinion.
Sonic Exploders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I got another...
Guacamole. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I
another
got
time.
an email from someone. My wife, actually. And
Don't give her
and
name
it was
out.
It was a long email that she said about stuff that she liked and didn't like about the movie. So she actually took the time to watch the whole movie by herself. And yeah, she watched Attack of the
Oh.
Clones. But I think we'll save that for maybe another Star Wars episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yup.
I did
Yeah,
think
yep.
it was really funny when you're saying all the list of actors that were
Oh yeah.
gonna play Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian
was-
Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think it would have been any better with any of those other ones, because I don't think
Yeah.
it was
I
Hayden
don't know.
Christensen that made
No,
it bad.
I don't think
it was,
so either.
The writing was pretty terrible. Sorry,
Yeah.
George Lucas, not your best moment.
Every moment of George Lucas's life is his best moment.
That's true.
All right, let's get this thing wrapped up here. Let's
Let's
get
do
this
it.
show on the
Off the
parking
road.
lot.
Off the road.
Off the road. Let's get this show parked. Let's do the random Star Wars fact of the podcast.
Nice. Is it about dads?
Father's Day.
It's about this fact is about the most important dad of all time,
Oh,
Oh.
Darth Vader.
great
Of
role
course.
model.
Yeah. So it's actually about James Earl Jones. I don't know if he's a dad or
nice.
not, but
Probably.
he does Darth Vader's voice, and he was so sure that the first Star Wars movie would be a flop that he refused to allow his name to be published in the original credits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bet
Well,
he
that's
regrets
super
that.
annoying, because wasn't there the other guy that thought he was going to be the voice of Darth
Yeah,
Vader? He
David
probably would have
Prowse.
killed to have his name in the credits.
That's funny.
And
What a
James
jerk
Earl Jones,
move, James Earl
I know,
Jones.
he kind of just went in there, and everyone thought he was
That's-
Darth Vader.
That's
and-
upsetting.
yeah. It was the 70s, you know.
Yeah, wild times.
Free love, whatever.
Marijuana.
It was the 60s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Six-
70s show.
Right.
Yeah.
Fez, Donna, Eric,
Muscle
Those
cars.
parents. That dad.
Red, and Kitty.
He was a model dad.
Who's the guy with the hair?
And the sunglasses. He always wears
Yeah,
sunglasses.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't
forget.
know.
It was his last name.
I would know it if I saw it. I can't
And
remember.
Michael Kelso
Yeah.
and Mila
Kelso.
Kunis.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Well, that is your random Star Wars fact of the podcast. And some That 70s Show characters.
Almost got all of them.
Almost just that
Okay,
guy
one
we
more
don't know.
thought since we briefly mentioned Jango Fett. Do you
Yeah.
think that on Father's Day, every single clone writes him a card? Since all the clones are basically his children, since they are exact
Definitely.
replicas of him,
They definitely do.
they all come up and give him a
Yeah.
card.
Yeah. He gets a lot of cards.
Folded piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
You think
The
they
Clone
write their
Wars was
own?
actually a great time for him. Didn't get as many Father's Day cards during that.
Yeah.
Stephen Hyde.
Hyde. Yeah. But Kitty, the mom always called him Steven.
Mm.
Oh, hi.
But they called him Hyde.
Hyde. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hyde.
We're back on stuff.
Stephen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an interesting thought, though.
Yeah. About that 70s show?
No.
About Stephen Hyde?
Yeah.
About Jango Fett and all the clones?
If you only cared about one card, though,
Yeah.
from Bubba.
Boba. Boba.
I know. Yeah.
Dude, if we podcasted for another 30 minutes, we could get this bottle of God's water
Yeah, it's
going.
Yeah, I gotta chug
the
this.
God's Water's about finished.
2 years in the brewing, and we
I
finished
can't
it.
take that home.
You're going to have to.
Do you want a little more?
Really tasting
No.
the chilies, man.
Yeah, the chilies.
You can feel the burn.
Yeah. It's
All
like,
right.
It's like baby
Between
back.
the
Dang.
three of us.
We
It's
really,
like baby back ribs. There's so much chilies in it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
How were those ribs the other day?
I don't want any sediment though. Don't give me any. What's this black stuff in here?
Oh, I don't need
I
any
got-
more.
I
I
got-
gotta drive
I got
Are
floaters.
you feeling it?
a little bit.
Ah,
Yeah, it's making me
big into
sweaty.
That's
big
the
as the
pepper.
alcohol.
It's making my face red.
My face. You have a lot of color right now, Ryan.
All right.
I
So,
can go on
thanks-
the logo you make for it.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be soon. Don't worry about that.
Perfect.
We need a name.
God's
listeners.
water.
You don't like that? I understand why you don't like that.
Yeah.
So, we're open to ideas.
Well, thanks everyone for listening to the show. Thanks for Mike and Jason for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I
Yeah.
always love to come and give my Star Wars input.
Yeah, and the dadding episodes are the most listened episodes on the podcast. So
Woo woo.
it's what people want. So
Give them what they want.
we only give it to
Give
them every other month,
And this is our what? Fifth?
fifth or
Yeah.
so.
He's the fifth.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So happy Father's Day to all the
Yeah.
fathers and
Thank you.
the
Belated
fathers.
Day at this point.
Yeah.
And
Hope you have a great Father's Day.
future fathers.
Yeah. And past fathers.
Did we give like consolidation? What's it called? So like the future fathers, they don't feel left out. Like just all the men get
Right.
get a piece
Oh.
of leather at church on Sunday.
Just give one to everybody.
Yeah.
Any male.
Leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like tomboys, they can get one.
We're inclusive.
Yeah.
That's good.
All inclusive. Yep.
Like a
Find
Caribbean
us-
resort.
or a Poconoian resort.
Sounds nice. That's what I
Oh.
should ask for Father's Day. Just send me away to an all-inclusive resort
That
By
might be
yourself?
reaching. I'd start with
by
I'd
myself.
start with a grill
Just you
set.
and
Work your way
Christian.
up.
just me and Christian.
Terrible.
That would be awful.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much sunscreen you'd have
He
to
gets,
apply?
yeah, he gets sunscreen. He
No,
gets sunburned
a
the
lot of those
first
have daycare. So
hour, and
Oh, really?
yeah, a lot of them have.
so I'm
daycares.
taking him on a cruise. I'm paying for him. I'm just gonna let him out of daycare the whole time.
What isn't that what you do now?
That's true. Probably not as expensive.
Wait, we're trying to park this show here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get the show off the road.
off the road.
Thanks everyone for giving 5 stars. If you haven't already, go ahead and do that. And subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any more sweet dadding episodes like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Find us on social media at Sorta Star Wars, and send us an email. How did you like this show? Should we do more dadding episodes? What should we do dadding episodes about? You have questions for us, go ahead and email. We'll give you the right opinions.
The
That's
right opinions.
The right opinions. We have professionals here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
college.
Yeah, we have people that went to college.
Yeah, and auto tech school
Yeah. If you have questions about how to change your brakes, let me know.
or change a fuse.
Yeah. for $90. Send us an email. sortastarwars@gmail.com.
Inside joke.
sortastarwars@gmail.com. I don't remember that joke.
I feel bad now. I'm not gonna bring it up.
Okay. Happy Father's Day.
Happy
Happy
Father's, Day.
Bye.
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 Because when we were living together, I gave you a really hard time about this. You're going.